What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. What the hell is up, you guys? Sorry, that was cringe. Hi, welcome back to Mythic Bastionland episode 2. I got my fam here together, my community, and we are doing a quote-unquote one-shot of the amazing Mythical Bastionland TTRPG. We've been having a blast so far, have we not, fellas?
Indeed, we have.
It's been a wonderful
And this
time.
has totally been a one shot, and we're totally not on our second session. Totally.
Yeah, that's exactly how one-shots go, right? So we've had quite an adventure so far, as you've probably witnessed from the previous episode, and things are unfortunately only going to get much worse for our adventurers. So, who would like to recap for me, or would you guys all like to do it? Not all at once! Argus, why don't you tell us what we learned from last episode?
I see, I've been voluntold. Okay, so last episode, how much do you want me to say? Do you want me to go into all of it, or do you want to take turns with different people to do?
I will say go into as much as you can, and then anybody who wants to interject with something that happened that maybe a detail that would have been forgotten, please do so. Just talk right over him is all I'm asking.
Yeah, just speak over me. I'm used to it. It's fine. So, okay, so to start off with, we made our knights. We've all chosen, well, some of us are chosen, some of us were chosen by the dice gods, which knights we're going to be. So I'm the banner knight. I think we have a ghoul knight, we have a shield knight, we have a cosmic knight.
You think we have a ghoul knight?
Possibly.
Wow.
I'm trying to remember what everyone's titles were. Am I missing one? We had more than 4.
Shield,
Me,
banner, ghoul,
the War Knight.
Cosmo, War.
We all were at the castle in the capital of the country, I believe, the capital of the realm. The king invited us there. The Eternal King, as I've dubbed him, invited us there. He let us party for a bit. There was a whole bunch of revelry. I think Ghoul Knight and Cosmic Knight. No. Yes? No.
Yes.
It was Ghoul.
Maybe.
Yes.
Cosmic
Okay.
Knight went to go save his brotherly knight's wound of conversation.
Yes, that was it. Ghoul Knight couldn't speak to a woman. And
No.
so there was that. There was a noble who was involved in gambling, but he was like cheating and using a load of dice. So that was all just kind of fucking about trying to get him to stop that. I think he got thrown in prison.
He may or may not have
that
fancied him in front of the entire court.
Oh yeah, there was the pants thing. Oh yeah. After all this revelry, there was a duel challenge between Cosmic Knight and the Snare Knight.
Yeah, which I barely avoided.
Yeah. And that duel went well. We got assigned our quests, which we immediately forgot. The two parts of the quest that we remember are there was a usurper in the kingdom, and there is a legendary weapon, which I think we figured out at this point is in a river somewhere, which we had reinforced to us by a singing chef. What is there? There was a weird fox in the forest. There was the sickly old man, who I still think would be better off dead. Then we went up to the mountains to get a view of the world, which is where we met the chef in the forest. Then we went and found the seer, who the seer wants us to feed part of them to a large beast of some kind in order to reap some kind of knowledge and reward. And I think that's about where we left off. Oh, and the seer gave us a part of themselves.
Yeah, why did they do that?
Because we effectively need to offer them a service, a boon, before they're willing to offer us the knowledge for and this seer, the prey seer, their desire is their desire is that they want to be eaten by a large beast. They want to be consumed by something greater than them, or something along those lines. I don't know. It was really weird and esoteric.
Yeah. So how do you guys?
Kink, and we're not quite understanding it.
How are you guys feeling about seers? You still feel like they're like pretty cool or whatever? Do you have new opinions now that you actually met one? Not all at once.
Nobody has anything to
Yeah.
Considering my seer was one of the twins, nothing has changed.
Well, interesting.
The first interaction with this seer, it is interesting to see how each person is scripted. As the seer, just for my character page, that one's
Okay. Interesting. Well, you guys. So that's a great worm. Do we feel like we left anything out then?
Nope.
2 of us.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. So talk to me. What is glory? Oh. Uh-oh.
Recognition, if I recall correctly.
Right, recognition. Yes, it's the way that you guys gain additional boons and benefits throughout the realm. The more glory you have, the more land that you can potentially control, the more servants that you can have, the more power you have in this world as knights. So having glory is a great thing. Right now, you guys aren't experiencing a lot of it because you are knights errant. You're still trying to have a name for yourself. But typically, knights who have great power is because they have great glory. They have great notoriety. Cool. Right. So you guys are going to pick up. You guys are standing outside of the cave. The Shield Knight seems really shaken up by the events and is just kind of quietly keeping to himself, just kind of in the back of the group, very thoughtfully. And meeting this seer was not up to any of your expectations. You guys have recognized just by experiencing your own seers that they are queer creatures indeed, and not in the fun LGBTQIA sense, in the oh my god, what is that thing kind of way. And it has left you all with some interesting emotional tearing, we shall call it, that you were not anticipating. This creature lived in squalor in a cave that's smelled heavily of sacrament, incense, and ash and mold and fungus from the cave in which it dwelled. And now you are debating how to interact with this individual's request when 2 new faces wander up to you. One of them is going to be Sparrow's character. Sparrow, you we didn't talk about this, so I apologize. I'm springing this on you now. But you, a week ago, had achieved the king's permission to operate within his dynasty. And for about a week now, you have been traveling alone, attempting to locate a seer in this realm in order to get direction on how to fight myths and protect the realm. And as you have walked towards this cavern, which you knew possessed a seer of some kind, you now see a gathering of other knights among you. And tagging behind you, maybe only a few steps behind, is a face of a familiar knight that had also received the king's blessing at the same time as you. It was only you two, and you went your separate ways. You haven't really formally met this individual or the knight standing in front of the cave. But that is how you all come together.
Well, I didn't expect a queue. All here for the seer, I take.
That's quite nice.
Oh, crumpets, you say? I do like a good crumpet. Is that what this quest is for? The quest for crumpets?
As for crumpets, you mean taking the seer to a beast? Then yes.
Well, I didn't expect that. But is that really what the seer asked you to do?
I hold up this
Yeah,
like
that really is.
ginormous piece of just raw meat, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh my
Pretty much.
goodness! That is the seer. That is a part of the seer. Let me get this correct.
Yeah, they kind of tore chunks of their flesh out in order for us to then give this to some large beast. Sorry, I don't think I quite caught your names. My name is Ban, or the Banner Knight.
Yes, of course. Where are my manners? I am known as I'm now known as the Trail Knight. Lovely to meet you too. What was your names, dear fellows?
I am known as.
Ooh, sounds very fancy indeed.
You can call me Ghoul.
Well met, Ghoul.
Pleasure. I am the Fox Knight.
Yes.
Fox Knight is just staring at this lump of flesh. I don't think I like the idea of going in there and asking for another one of those. Mind if I tag along?
All Knights of the Realm, we're all working towards the king's goals, am I not? Am I wrong?
No, of course not.
Too true, too true.
We will
I
gladly...
look towards Ban and wait for his opinion.
Sorry, go on, yeah.
I look towards Ban and wait for his opinion.
Well, I'm a big fan of having more knights in our company to assist us going forward with our quests. We're all working towards the same goals, so I see no reason why not. Please pull up, but join part of our form. We do have another member with us, but they've taken a step away for a time. after seeing everything with the seer, they'll catch up to us. That'll be shield.
Mhm. That'll be
Nothing a good
good.
drink can't fix.
He's probably puking in the river.
Oh, bless
Maybe
him.
he'll find a magical weapon.
Oh,
Perhaps,
intriguing.
perhaps the Lady of the Lake accepts vomit tribute.
Try to
Seeking
have
a
the
weapon.
responsibility as it is. Would you want the responsibility?
You know, if she's a lady, you don't. I don't mind where she comes
Oh
from.
no!
Damn.
Top of instead of mine, my friend.
This man's an ally. He supports women's wrongs, which is honestly
Exactly.
all I could ever ask. Ow, fuck. Okay.
Beautiful.
So, you have met your fellow knights. Let's have a discussion on what happens now. So, knights, what is your quest right now? Like, what do you need to do next?
I
Figure out
suppose
what the seer wants.
we need to find a big creature. If it sounds like, I know I'm new here, but this seer wants to be devoured by something larger than them or greater than them. So we need to track down a large beast.
How are you going to do that?
Well, sitting with us. They were
Well, perhaps if we were to meet some locals. I do not know this area very well. I'm new to this. I'm pretty new to this realm in its entirety. To be fair, if we could find anyone who knows the area better, if there's like hunters or if there is local woodsmans, perhaps they know of a creature that is quite large, or I don't know. We could go into ask them to see what they think.
Perhaps we could ask that weird chef if we could find him.
Possibly.
He returns.
A weird
He returns to the mountains for nightly walk.
Who is this weird chef? Is he an ally? I assume.
Sorry, quotes out of context. That's very funny. Who is this weird chef?
Who is this weird chef?
We encountered him just last night. He came up to our camp up in the mountain, just a bit south of here. It was Velamont the cook. COOK, not the other spelling.
I see.
Hey, don't put labels. Don't put labels.
You can do what you want.
No labels.
We support chefs here, I suppose.
But he cooked us a lovely meal, and he told us a wonderful tale, a wonderful song of Levin the squire drowned in a river after picking up a sword, tightened his gambeson as tight as his purse, a death less bloody. I feel like it's something to do with our other quest of searching for a magical weapon, and I believe it's somewhere in a river, but it may also just be, unrelated.
I see. Have you met any other non-knights other than this chef? This strange chef?
Unfortunately.
I do not think you
Strange,
wish to recall.
I
that
don't think
memory.
he's going to be helpful.
Well, surely any information is better than no information. Do you know if this individual knows of any large beasts?
If I remember rightly, it wasn't exactly small himself.
See, would he? would you say he's larger than the seer?
No, definitely not. He was a large man, very drunk, but merely a man.
Okay, he will not be up for devouring seer meat.
No, not unless
Probably
it was
not.
seasoned expensive.
I see.
Isn't the meat like yellow?
What?
Not the most appealing.
Is the seer's meat yellow?
Isn't the meat like yellow?
No. It's it's like red, like a blood clot.
Ow.
Well,
I think large forests are prone to be filled with beasts. And
yes.
I think the idea of hunters is not a bad one. They'll know, surely in the expeditions of hunting, they'll know what to avoid. The dark caves filled with things that'll hunt them. So
Exactly. And if these hunters who are seasoned and used to traveling the forests, if they're scared of something, chances are that thing that they're scared of could be quite large.
DM, really quick.
Hey, that's me.
Yes. Yeah, hi. So
Hi.
yesterday, last night when our characters were on the mountain, we did the overview of the surrounding region. And if I recall right, you mentioned to the east and northeast, the forests around there had been burned. Did it look like a
Yes.
natural wildfire, or did it look a little bit more like? Was there any evidence we could gather from that perspective of what could have caused that?
There is no way that from atop a mountain you would be able to get that level of detail unless you have an ability that tells me otherwise. Does anyone have an ability that tells them how forest fire started? Anybody got the Smokey the Bear night? Maybe I missed it.
Smokey the Bear alarm.
The Smoky night. The Smoke night would be kind of a sick night. Anyway.
It's kind of cool, yeah.
Does the smoke night exist? One sec.
No, it doesn't. I fear.
Could we asterisk that modest?
So to the east is just forested land. You don't see any villages. I would say no. There are no villages in the immediate area. Nothing that you could see from your vantage point in the surrounding hexes, I would say.
On our map, I'm assuming this map that we've got, that our character model is on is like a map that we've also physically got in our hands kind of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So the landmarks that we see on there are landmarks that we know of. What is... one second, how do I do the ping? What is this little palisade looking
right
thing? The little wall?
That is a township.
Township. So that might be a good place.
It's usually run by like a lord of some kind, maybe even a fellow knight.
Land. So we'll receive a warm reception there, I'd hope.
Yeah, of course. No, absolutely go over there.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Explicit
I'm just kidding. You know everything is rolled.
Hold on. I was like, hold on. That's weird.
Something's not right.
Indeed, as he's
crimson.
laughing.
That's not just red,
Yeah,
that's
there's me.
crimson. Like,
It's dripping blood.
No, but
Probably
But
mine.
it would take us. Ooh, okay, so we've already spent half a day getting here. So I assume it'll be another half a day to get to the forest next to it, and then another half day in the morning.
It's a phase. Remember, each day has 3 phases: morning, noon, and night. So right now you are in the morning. The next hex would
Okay.
be afternoon, and then you would arrive there probably in the evening.
Okay, so that's not a bad. That's not a bad shout. Then we would be in a place, hopefully a place of rest.
Okay, question. What are you doing in the town?
We're going to ask like hunters or ask anyone who's like gets food from the forest or anything, if they know of any large beasts
Okay.
in the area.
Okay, just want to make sure everybody is on the same note. And feel free to explore your surroundings before then as well. I mean, you're passing through a forest, so
Yeah, like
see what you get.
Yeah, DM. Yeah, as we're moving through the forest, like I'm going to like be using like my trail nightiness to like to be looking around the area and seeing if I can see if a large beast lives in this area. That will be my. Does a large beast live in this area?
that since I did sing, since I am a ranged person anyway, and I have a crossbow, so I enjoy.
Yes. Okay.
I have a long shot idea that I will be doing while we're still in the mountain. It is a long shot, but this is a realm of the fantastical. From our vantage point in the mountain.
Oh, I don't think we're currently in the mountains. We
No.
went last night, but we moved to a new tile to get.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not there
okay.
anymore. I fear.
Oh, so we're not.
Yeah,
We're not in a high
the,
vantage point.
We're in the Zia tile.
No, yeah, that was last night. Unfortunately, last phase.
Also, I didn't think. I thought my mic was playing up. You probably didn't hear me introduce myself as the War Knight.
War Knight. I knew I was missing one. I apologize for missing you.
It's okay.
Yes, we're moving to the forest tile for the next phase, and during this phase, I will be looking at the area, looking at the ground, looking at the trees, looking at any signs I can find, and asking: Does a creature larger than the seer live in this area?
Ooh. Excellent. Give me a moment. Let me describe it, and then I will get to your question. Okay. You think? Yes?
It's a squirrel the size of a house.
Hey, it's a beast larger than the seer. If that squirrel
sitting
could eat me, then yeah.
It sees your head and it thinks, "Oh, that's a really large nut."
I've got one of those. Okay.
Really large nut.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the dog. Yeah, I was like, what?
That's right. Okay. So your group, just kind of after shaking hands briefly, you push through the forest and move. I guess it would be steady land. to the west, to where some of the trees seem a bit more burned and brittle. The smell of ash and smoke still clings to the air, even though the fires and embers have long been extinguished. In interesting turn of events, despite how littered this land is with whatever had plagued it maybe days before, the plains, the grass here is lush and vibrant. You can see the seedlings of new sprouts peeking through the ash, as if nature itself has decided that this would not defeat them. And in interesting, like the opposite of what you're seeing here, and kind of like adversity is the word I'm looking for. In adversity to that, those sproutlings coming through the ashes and broken branches of the fallen foliage, you notice that there's a harsh, smoky fog that passes through the peaks and valleys and passes through these dead trees, as if trying to choke any remaining life from this place. Now, Trail Knight, you wish to use your ability to determine if anything in this area is larger than a seer. Is that right?
Yes. Yes, if any creature larger than the seer lives in this area.
Okay. Interesting.
What I'm investigating.
One thing though, he hasn't met the seer.
I suppose we could have just popped our heads in being like okay,
it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. This is a world of magic. Things don't necessarily need to rely on logic. His special ability is a seer's ability in and of itself. Even if he doesn't understand it or have the full context, the question will still be answered by whatever he finds. So we're still good.
I see.
But I think that's a great attention to detail, nonetheless. Let's go with yes.
Okay.
So there's something larger than a 10-foot tall wolf man thing.
I need to know what this is, and then I will tell you what kind of tracks you see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's interesting.
Oh, no.
That is very,
Oh, no.
very interesting.
Love this already.
Okay. So, you haven't personally seen the seer. Tell me, would you like me to go into some sort of flowery description about how you use your ability, or would you like to do the honors?
I would love to. So, okay. So I realized I didn't actually describe what my guy looks like. So obviously I found a picture of him.
You just posted a picture of Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
So obviously this is me, you guys.
My distinguished gentleman is he looks like he's not from around these lands. He doesn't wear plate armor. He doesn't wear a shield. He wears a gambeson, but his gambeson more so resembles a gentleman's waistcoat, and he wears a top hat and a monocle. And he's a very, very, very refined gentleman. He speaks in a strange, posh way that doesn't quite beset this realm, but you might know if you've traveled around a little bit, you might know of an island nation that is known for its tea and crumpets. So obviously, as I came in, I was very happy to to come into somebody discussing crumpets. Lovely. As I'm walking through this forested area, or what was once a forested area, and I'm investigating, I have my monocle, but I also have a magnifying glass. And I use both to finally investigate the trees, the branches, the floor. You'll just see me sort of I'm sure there's a meme somewhere, a GIF somewhere of someone hunched over. I'm pretty sure it's a SpongeBob meme actually. Hunched over to the ground with his magnifying glass, looking at tracks that may or may not be there. Yeah, I'm just sort of very eccentric, I guess would be the word to describe it. I'm very sort of I love what I do, and what I do is I investigate. I love looking for things. I love looking at things. I love finding things out, and I love sharing that with my friends. So yes, that is how I am investigating, very eccentrically.
Okay. as you are
I'm imagining you're
investigating.
putting.
Sorry, go ahead.
I imagine you're putting the magnifying glass to your monocle, and it just forms like a sniper scope.
Oh yeah, yeah. It like forms like a sort of like microscope. Yeah.
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 Yeah, 100%. Okay. So, you notice that there is quite a large footprint amongst the ruined and ashy foliage. You see it would take 3 men to stand in a line to equate to 1 footprint of this creature, whatever it is. You aren't certain, but it could be a bear, it could be an otter, a badger, it's something with a paw print that has very severe and large claws attached to it. It seems very heavy, and its steps seem very labor intensive, and it seems to trot and disappear under a pile of ash that appeared to be a hilly, like a grass covered hill, almost like a hobbit hole. But you don't see where there's any opening for it. It's a fair distance away. I would like everybody who saw this print. Actually, everybody roll a d6, and whoever the 3 highest rolls, you guys are going to be the ones who saw this paw print.
Obviously, I.
Okay, Steven, Steven, and Sharky.
Nice.
Okay, so Steven and Sharky, you stand with Trail and like stand side by side to see, like, get a man's length, if you will, to find out how big this paw print is. And it hits you to your very core that this thing is big. And you don't know how intelligent it is, and you don't know what state it will be in if you find it. I need you all to lose whatever you rolled. No, I'm not going to be that cruel. Roll another d6 and you lose that much spirit. Okay?
I'm assuming that's for me.
Yes, you as well. Oh! Sharky, no.
Oh, Sharky.
Sharky, is that all of your spirit?
No, but spirit is my least stat.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much spirit do you have total? Okay. So that you took you took a fat hit.
So I'm
Sorry,
gonna.
Spirit is your lowest stat.
Yeah.
Yes.
My lowest stat is my clarity at 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I start off with a spirit of 5, so losing 3 puts me at 2.
My left
Yeah.
is vigor, and it's also at 4.
It's only for people who saw the track, so Ghoul, you're not gonna lose anything. But Trail, Steven, and Sharky, you guys are gonna lose that much spirit.
Seeing the size of these tracks, you sure we can take this?
So like obviously you're asking Trail because he's the one that's sort of been leading this investigation. He's been like sort of like hopping sort of between the trees. He's been like, like he's been like all over, like he's been like hoovering like up the trees and like down the trees and like across the floor and everything, like
Licking the trees' armpits.
Yeah.
Like Cosmic's trying to get Trail. I don't think we want to further investigate these tracks.
Yeah. No, so that's what he has been like. But you'll notice that Trail, after finding tracks, after getting his eureka, he is not looking good. He is like pale. He is, like...
I don't like what I've seen.
We should not be out here looking for something this big.
So sorry, Ban didn't see the tracks, but he is like around everyone, right? Everyone is all together. So he's overheard this part of the conversation. And kind of feel like we don't need to fight the beast. We just need to feed. If we can determine what kind of beast it is, whether it eats meat or whether it eats roots or something, that would be of big benefit. Hopefully it eats meat because that's what we're going to feed it. We could always find another prey, say a deer or something, place the seer's meat within the deer and leave it behind as an offering for the great.
You make a good point. I'm sorry, I lost my composure for a second.
Quite all right.
Okay.
Yes. Let us continue moving forward.
So you guys are gonna find the badger?
Yeah, we continue forward to the tracks of this unknown creature that we do not know is a badger.
I mean, it could be a bear. which would be worst case scenario. Or an otter. Otters are really smart. That's scary to me.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it might be like a mole or a badger or something.
Yeah. Or
Or
a
a
badger
dolphin with
mole of some
legs.
sort.
Badger mole.
Or yeah, it could be both. This could be like an Avatar universe where they take two cool animals and smush them together.
Earthbenders. Oh no.
This has all been part of Esme's plan to get us into
Oop.
Avatar: The Legend of Aang
was
kind of fucking.
Oh, yep,
TV
so true.
Uh,
You got me. Okay.
Play that. Just ask.
Okay. So all of you push forward in search of this badger, or bear, or otter, or whatever. And it's not a far distance where this creature has begun to, like, their trail begins to vanish. As you approach, you notice that actually a lot of the hill is buried under this soot and ash. So it will take some digging in order to enter its lair, should you wish to do that. But otherwise, there is no sign of this creature. How do you lure it out? Or do you go in?
I posed the question to my compatriots. Should I continue my investigation now that we have discovered that there is a beast here? I could continue searching around the mound to see if any of the local foliage has been eaten or trampled, or if there is any sort of corpses of local fauna nearby, to try and find out what the diet of this creature could be. It would take another part of the day. I don't know if that would be.
Can you tell if the beast is home?
I should
go there and have the beast arriving behind us.
Yes, I could look at the tracks and see, and like obviously circle what we have discovered is its home. I could circle and I could see if there are more like fresh tracks leading in, or if there are more fresh tracks leading out, to discover if it is home or not. I can only do one at a time. I can't investigate like what it eats as well as if it's home. I could only do one at a time, so I could do both, but it would take considerably longer.
Listen,
Find out if it's home first.
You
I would
point the
recommend.
beast out to me, and I'll get that disgusting lump of flesh in its stomach. All right?
Okay. Couple questions before we enact our plan. One, how often can you use that ability?
Good question. I'm not sure. How do I find that out?
I looked it up for you. You can use it as often as you want. But it takes a whole phase. So because it takes a whole phase, your investigation, instead of it being
take a long
afternoon, it is evening right now.
Okay.
So you started in the morning. It took you a whole phase to get to this area, and that puts you in the afternoon. And then when you did your investigation, it is now evening. So are you guys going to press on and seek out this beast at night instead of resting?
I would not. I would say we hold until the morning. It is like, you can, like, anyone who's sort of like obviously around me and like listening to me say, like, I will not continue my investigation into the night. We must prepare a camp. You'll notice it's not because I like I don't want to do extra work or whatever. It's but there is some sort of like fear in my voice of being in the darkness unprepared, or like undefended, or whatever.
So you're saying that you refuse to continue in the dark?
I do.
So that means you regain spirit.
Lovely.
All right, roll spirit.
For all we know, this thing hunts in the dark.
All right, you regain 1 spirit.
A little better by starting to make camp.
Okay.
So then we're all going to set up camp for the night then? So, because I believe we want to do this well rested.
Yes.
Okay.
How about we
Okay.
don't set up camp next to the beast then?
Yeah.
That
I
would
was
be wise.
about to say that.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, their den is a good shelter. Could make a nice little
Perhaps
campfire under, avoid the rain. I'm sure
be
they'll
far
be
enough
fine.
away, yeah.
I wish not to night dash my
Night dash. That's great.
Right. So you find a pretty open clearing with a place to kind of put your backs against, kind of like a larger hill that would feel safer so you aren't overexposed. And you set up your little campsite in that circle. I would like to focus, as we are going into the night, I'd like to focus on our new friends, the Fox Knight and the trail night this evening. Fox Night, how do you spend your evenings?
Well, I mean, I should open with a description of the Fox Night.
Yes, now would be a good time.
So, the Fox Knight is dressed more like a harlequin than a knight, than a traditional knight. He doesn't have like plate mail or anything. He actually looks relatively unarmored, with the exception of a helmet that is very fancy filigree that it comes to a point in the visor that looks very fox, hence his name. But his like outfit is very harlequinesque, but not bright colors like the checkered pants, etc. It's not bright colors. It's quite muted. So even though he's got a fabulous outfit on, it's still quite I don't want to say camouflaged, but like it doesn't stand out too much. And he likes to kind of slink back and observe, and he'll frequently be like looking over the shoulders of other knights to like see what they're doing. He's sneaky, and he's not subtle about just kind of slinking around. So during the night, he's probably just being nosy to what the other knights are doing, and like trying to, like looking over the shoulder, trying to spy on the other knights, but in a not so subtle way, and kind of like sheepishly being nosy. But when it comes to the time to sleep, he'll lie a branch. He'll find like a thick branch.
Before you doze off, you're kind of like walking amidst the camp and getting a feel for the other knights, being nosy, being a little bit coy, a little bit precocious. And you find yourself standing on the edge of the camp circle as the fog creates a barrier, a wall that feels like safety in this place. A strange sound bursts from a great distance. You're not sure how it reached your ears. It is probably the wind, but it sounds eerier than that, like an animal of some kind. Not near, very far. That's when you start to hear what sounds like a small group of individuals walking near the perimeter of the camp. They clearly cannot see you, again, as cloaked by the fog as you are, but it sounds like a small group of people. You hear them speaking in hushed tones to each other, and then you start seeing the swinging of lantern light as it appears a small searching party seems to be approaching through the dark.
Does it look like they're approaching directly towards us, or are
yes.
they passing by?
They don't seem to be aware of it. They're talking to each other. They're saying, when they get closer, you hear them saying, "Okay, we have to make this fast. It's really dark out here, and I'm afraid." Okay, but we know that we can only really get these clues at night. That's the when this stuff happens. Okay, but what was that?
Who's like looking back into the camp? Who's kind of close?
Everybody roll a d6. Okay, everybody sucks. Ghoul. Ghoul is the only one who didn't roll a 1, which is crazy to me.
Nobody wants to be involved in this.
That makes sense, though. Ghoul is kind of always the one who is aware of their surroundings. They seem even more like interested in observation than you would be, and they are far more quiet about it. They don't want to be observed, beheld, acknowledged. They are simply watchers. And that seems to be who's nearest. You see Ghoul's eyes kind of glistening in the dark at you.
Yes, my brown eyes are glistening in the dark.
That's right.
You're right. Does he have tears in his eyes? Like, what's happened there?
Well, usually, here's how it works. Let me explain. I know boys don't get this. So when there's like light, like let's say a campfire or moonlight, any sort of light, and it shines off of a surface that is kind of like wet or has any sort of moisture on it, it creates some sort of like sheen. So that's how biology works.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that's helpful.
So Fox will pick up like a little pebble and then chuck it at Ghoul. and just to grab Ghoul's attention.
I just kind of jump back like a kitten, like a shocked kitten, and like quickly look your way.
And I start to like skip, like light-footed skip over to you, and I like point 2 fingers towards the eye holes in my helmet, and then point in the direction in the. Sorry, I'm just chuckling at the GIF Target's posted. And point in the direction of where these people are coming from, and then as I get to Ghoul, I'm like, "We're about to have visitors. Sounds like peasantry to me. Shouldn't be something to worry about, but where are the others?" Wait.
Okay. I immediately run to like Cosmo Knight's tent, and I just start tapping
I
him.
don't have any idea what's. I can't even see the stars.
No, but we have incoming. We have people approaching, and yeah.
Aggressively or cautious?
I don't know. I didn't see them. Fox did.
Very well. Very well. Just got me calling myself.
That's your name, bro.
Mission accomplished.
That's your bro.
I may not have my one. Since Knight is coming to let me know ahead in the short amount of it's got so serve as well what is since
Point to where Fox Knight was pointing.
So you don't wake up the whole group, you just wake up Cosmo.
Honk, me.
Okay. Perfect. So it's Cosmo, Ghoul, and Fox. At the moment. So you guys are all brought to where Fox is, and you see the swing of the lantern is paused. It seems to be kind of like moving back and forth as if they're trying to clear some of the smog to no avail. Yeah, that's what you see.
Can I tell from this distance she's afraid?
Cautious and afraid. Cautious and afraid, for sure.
I can't hear too much of what they're saying, but it sounds like they're searching for something.
Doesn't look like being wary of
Should we bring them into the fold, do you think, or just watch them struggle?
Well, they're people of the realm, and we are sworn to help they shall receive.
Attaboy, Cosmo.
Should talk to them.
Consider ourselves in. We need to make sure we don't spook them or action.
You hear that voice as they take a few steps closer to you. You can make out their figures a little bit more. They look like one of them looks like she's maybe 8 years old, and like a village child. She's wearing kind of a white apron smock over a very modest brown wool dress that covers her head to toe, and she's wearing a white bonnet. Her face is hard to make out, and she appears to be with a similar looking older child, maybe 11 or 12, who is carrying the lantern. And this child also seems to be wearing but what appears to be very, very humble brown woolen tunic, pants, and very worn leather shoes.
It's nothing but children. Quick, no. We must. This area is definitely not.
Grandma, is that you?
No, it is not just children. What are you doing?
So are you approaching them, or are you just calling out to them?
I'm calling out to them and making my presence, but it's nightly instinct taking over. See children in a forest where we have found a creature in burnt remains and ashes.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty dangerous place to be, especially at night. They seem spooked by the voice, and they look at each other in fear, and they start backing away, afraid. Like, they look like they're gonna bolt.
How big are you, Kaiju? Or little Cosmo? Like, how big would you say your like body size is?
Well, as it is in every story, I always told like short race of a character. Yeah, it's about 6'5", 6'6".
Oh damn!
I think Fox is just gonna turn around. You know what? I think of the three of us, I might be the less terrifying. So
I'm not. Our is dressed in robes.
Yeah, but you're still almost 7 foot tall. Just saying. You guys can go over there. There's nothing stopping you from interacting with them.
allow me.
Like Cosmic's not thinking about the height thing. It's just
True.
Children in the forest need to help them.
Fair enough. So what actions are we taking?
Fox is gonna go towards them and hello, darlings. Yep, shouldn't be out here late at night.
They notice that you're in armor, and the little girl clings to her brother, and then you hear rapid footsteps approaching from behind, and you see an older teenager, maybe 16, 17, very dark, messy brown hair, dark eyes, similar features to the two children, also holding a lantern, and he goes, oh, like he looks at you like he's about to like start a fight, He seems to have a very worn looking scabbard with a well-loved and rusty sword attached inside of that scabbard to his waist. He looks like he's ready to draw in case you're in danger, but he notices that you're at night, and he says, "Oh, it's okay, you guys. It's okay. This man is a knight." And they kind of like bow in respect, and the older of these siblings kind of holds them in kind of like a protective, not a hug, but like wraps his like arms on either side of each of them to like comfort them.
Thank goodness you have protection, but perhaps not enough for woods like these. There are very large creatures, terrifying things in these woods. You might want to follow us back to our camp. There are more of us knights, you see.
They like look between each other. The little ones especially seemed especially frightened and not really sure. But the oldest, without question, nods and kind of like looks back down at them. You see him kind of lean down to their level, and he nods at them reassuringly and goes, "It's okay. It's okay. They're gonna take care of us. That's what knights do. They take care of people. They protect people. We're safe. It's okay. Come on, let's go."
Now,
And they will follow you.
By the time they manage to get to the camp, I've already returned and have woken up Ban and everyone else.
Okay, so everyone is awake. And you all now see these essentially children stumble into the camp. And you see the little girl breaks from the embrace of her brother and runs immediately towards the fire and just crouches in front of it, shuddering. Her brothers follow a bit more slowly, while also gazing around you. The little boy especially seems especially like awed by seeing all of you in your armor. Some of you maybe cleaning your weapons or sharpening your swords, and just seems like it's like walking into the Justice League. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of expression that this kid has on his face as he's observing you. And the teenager just kind of stands and he nods in appreciation towards you, Fox, specifically. Thank you.
I'm going to take my blanket and put it around the girl that's shivering.
She takes the blanket and she smiles up at you. You notice that she's missing two of her front teeth. Seem to be fallen out. She's at that age where her toofs are falling out. Not like her little bunny toofs in the front, like the two front ones, but like one of the front ones and like one of the little side canines is missing. And she has just a very, very cute smile, very, very large doe-colored eyes, and her face is just dotted with freckles after her few years maybe of living in the sun.
The trail knight is not too happy to be woken up in in the middle of the night while it's still dark. But once he notices the children and obviously the parent, the family, once he notices them, he'll sort of and shake himself off, get more composure. And he will procure his trusty. He has a kettle with him. It's basically like a kettle, but it's it's like a pocket size version, used for boiling water on the go. And he gets out his tea leaves and he makes a couple cups of tea. And goes and offers them to the family to try and hopefully calm their nerves with a warm drink.
That's very sweet.
Yeah, and I will obviously also.
You fancy bastard!
Yes.
Great. So you're serving tea to them. What is anybody talking to them? What's next?
Yeah, Foxy will probably.
I actually had a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Sharky. What's your question?
Has there been any birds to see the stars in the sky?
Yes.
I just wanted to ask.
Yeah. Every once in a while, as the fog parts, you see the reassuring, glittering blanket that is the heavens above you. Okay, Sparrow, you were going to say?
Now, what on earth has brought you children? It's very dangerous out here.
I'm assuming you're talking to the oldest boy, right?
Yes.
You notice that they, as you're kind of getting a chance to really observe them in the light this time, he kind of stakes his long stick that had the lantern upon it into the ground and leans on it. You notice that all of their faces, their hands, and even up to their knees seem to be covered in ash and soot. They seem to have been wandering this place for maybe even a few hours. And the teenage boy says, "We didn't intend to be out so late, but we got lost in the fog. Our grandmother, the woman who takes care of us, she's disappeared. She's been missing for a few days, and well, he looks at his siblings, and you can tell that he is tired. He says, I don't know how to do all this by myself. I don't know how to feed us. She was going to gather herbs, and now she's gone. We're just trying to find her. I'm very sorry, my lord, for disturbing your rest."
Oh, worry not. Well, fortunately, we haven't seen a grandmother on our travels yet, but definitely an eye out. I would offer for you to stick with us, serve under our protection, but you see, we're hunting a rather large and dangerous quarry right now, which wouldn't be safe for you to. So stay with us for the night, and perhaps one of us, two of us, might want to escort you to the nearest town. Are you from the nearby town, perhaps?
The village, yes, my lord. It's appreciated. He glances back at you and nods eagerly. He says, "We're very hungry. I fear I didn't learn any of the domestic traits of my mother or grandmother before." And then he stops. He looks in pain from the memory of whatever happened to them.
Oh,
Well,
You teach this boy how to cook.
do any of us know how to cook?
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah, we
How old
Western.
does a person need to be to become a knight?
Well, first you have to visit a seer.
Okay.
To be a squire, I would say that the eldest son is probably squiring age. Why do you ask?
I was just thinking, if he needed some skills and an easy way to take care of his siblings, he is right next door. I mean,
That is true.
I mean, it's a nice thought, but seems like he's the only one taking care of his siblings, and a Knight of the Realm is a wanderer, and it's not just to protect your family, it's to protect everyone. So what would happen to them?
it wouldn't work.
And neither would his squirehood, I fear, because of the same situation. He is all that these two have, and they seem to be hungry, thirsty, and scared. Finding this woman, an elderly woman, deep into the night in these tainted, cursed lands, for all intents and purposes, is an act of great desperation. He wouldn't suggest all of them going as well, unless there was no one else to watch them and nothing else to do.
Is there a penalty I could give myself in order to give them my device?
There isn't a penalty. They can just eat and enjoy your company. However, if any of you would like to pass on some life skills to this young man,
Love to.
okay. So, Mr. Trail Knight or Banner, you can both take the hit if you want to empower him even further. You will take a D6 of clarity if you wish to teach him fishing or hunting or cooking. You tell me, and I will give him that ability to help out his little family.
I would of course be willing to take a hit. I will teach the young man how to live off the land. Sort of like, foraging for edible berries, edible mushrooms, edible fruits from trees. How to to find tracks of small game and things that could be hunted for meat foods. So sort of how to find edible things in the forest.
Okay. And Banner Knight, did you also want to teach them something? That's okay.
I unfortunately can't risk the clarity.
Ooh. Okay.
I only took one clarity hit, so I am quite happy with that.
I will risk a loss of clarity to teach the boy how to defend themselves.
Ooh, roll it, baby.
Watch me get a 6.
I'm ready for that 6. Give me a fat one.
Nice.
Not bad.
2.
Feels good to do good things, people.
Okay. Yeah, the boy has a sword, and as soon as he draws it, you can absolutely see that the sword hasn't been oiled, the sword hasn't been tested, the sword hasn't been maintained. So you teach him how to do those things, as well as how to defend himself or potentially his siblings. One thing that he learns from you that he picks up is the importance of a shield. When you are small and defenseless, having a shield will turn the tide of battle. Just having a barrier between you and whatever is trying to fucking kill you and eat you, right? As you know, through your studies of warfare, as the War Knight yourself, you know that in times throughout history, sometimes a shield is what has turned the tide of battle. And he seems very grateful. And the two little ones are out like a light. But you two stay up well into the night, and as morning pokes its glorious sunny head over the hilly countryside and the fog clears, they are ready to pack up and be on their way with you. Now, do you take a detour up to the town, or what's the next move now that everybody's awake and packed up?
I feel like we could let them go by themselves now that we've taught them a little bit, but I don't know if that would, as knights, if that would be the wisest decision.
I feel like we should escort them, or at least
Not
some
only
of us
escort
should
them,
escort.
yeah, I think it should be a case of escort, and also see if there's anyone in the village who'll be able to take them in. If their grandmother doesn't return, they need somewhere to stay, somewhere to live.
Well, that is true. Yeah.
Beautiful.
While we're at the town, at the village, surely the people there, some people there might have heard or can tell us more about our quarry.
This giant hill creature.
Assuming the village hasn't burned down in the overnight, but we should be
Yeah,
okay.
there are some people living, so yeah.
Staring at that D4 roll.
Do we know anything about the source of this fire?
I mean, we can find out.
You don't know. But if the Trail Knight would like to spend an entire phase determining that, you may.
Because we can also ask the villagers about that. If
Sure,
know
you could also ask the villagers.
I
Absolutely.
feel like asking the villagers would be a better use of the time.
Him like, I'm not fucking wasting more time on this shit. Y'all are gonna have to ask some folk around.
A lot of time, a lot of effort, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So you were gonna travel from here to here, correct?
Yeah.
It is the afternoon. It is the afternoon. I rolled a 4. What does this mean?
Good question.
Okay, I see. Okay. All right. You enter the town just fine. Let me see if there's.
Also, DM, did the children tell us anything as we were traveling before we get to the village?
They don't know. They've been so focused on survival, they just know that it happened. Not many people talk to them. And they make friends with the other kids, but up until recently, they've only been concerned with being kids, playing knights with their sticks and pretending that a stick or a branch was a horse, or playing mermaids, in the local pond, stuff like that. It's stuff that they weren't concerned with, so they don't really know. But does anybody ask anything else of the children before you pass into the next town?
Also, ask about details about the town, like, who lives there, sort of what the authority of the town is.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. It is a bright holding. People here seem to take knowledge and scripture and things that are written very seriously. It's a bit of a strange reprieve from the wilderness and your access to the other cities or townships in this realm thus far. And I will say, let me see. This town, it has a large wall erected around it. You can see as the sun peeks out from the heavy cloud cover and the fog kind of departs approaching this township. The wall seems to be created by a material that you don't recognize. It's strange. It's as hard as stone, but a great deal lighter. And you're not really sure what it's made of, but it gives you this strange, eerie feeling. It does, the stone in question does smell like sacrament, the smell of a seer, and you're not really sure what it is. But it's an enormous wall erected around the entire township proper. The kids will take you to the city square, where this marketplace, this kind of like bustling marketplace, has, instead of people kind of wearing like peasants' garb, you see a lot of people wearing, similar to the Cosmic Knight, a lot of fabrics, a lot of rich colored robes, embroidered, designed. people in this town holds things like intellect in high esteem. You see them kind of speaking with propriety, exchanging information, telling each other what they've learned, and there is discussion about the erection potentially of a tower of learning where those who have access to more monetary value could learn in peace and quiet. These children kind of...
Sorry, I have a question for the children.
Yes, of course.
Do you have... did your parents have any close family friends that we maybe... I realize this is a really bad timing because you were doing the description of the town. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Better question would probably be grandparents, though.
Yeah, no, the
grandma.
The eldest says we have relatives, but they're not in the city proper. They usually come from beyond the mountains to the west. I don't really know much, I'm afraid. You realize that these are human beings that can't even read. So even if something was written down, there wouldn't be any way for them to access that information. They really don't know much. But continuing my description, they take a U-turn from the city square into what appears to be kind of a cramped ghetto, where a lot more normal people that you recognize the quality of, if we shall say it that way, seem to exist. Something that you're more used to. The less refined folk, people who wear worn shoes and potato sacks for clothes. Humble but happy folk. They don't seem to mind their surroundings very much, and there seems to be a warm sense of community here. You see a rather large woman cooking stew in this large cauldron in this very, very small, cramped center of this kind of ghetto. And a lot of children are playing nearby, crying, running around with muddy, dirty feet. And she's just like speaking to them all, idly and pouring bowls of broth into these clay bowls, setting them on the ground, and a child that's hungry picks it up and wanders off with it, drinking it heartily. The kids immediately...
Lamb style.
Yeah, so the kids heartily run, the little ones run heartily over to her. And, she's a big lady, clearly has had many children of her own. Think like, the maid from... I want to say it's Little Mermaid, the Disney movie. She has like really black hair, but she's kind of like thicker. She wears like very, very modest kind of brown dress with like the white apron over top it. She kind of has her hair back in kind of like a bandana. She, and of course her enormous bust is just kind of like squeezed into this very tiny outfit that hasn't been sized properly in years since she's grown. And she immediately goes, "Oh, there you two are. I was worried about you. I hadn't seen you today." She starts filling up a bowl of broth and hands first to the littlest girl, who drinks it happily. The little girl, you notice, she seems to her hands seem to shake as she takes this bowl and drinks of it. She appeared to be really, really hungry. And then her brother, who seems a bit braver, says thank you. And those two wander off to find a spot to drink their broth in peace. She goes, "Where were you at?" And she's speaking to the teenager. He looks at the company of knights behind him and he says, we went out looking for our grandmother." And she goes, "I told you to let it go. I told you to leave it be." He says, I know, but this is no way for us to live. You don't understand." She says, "I do understand, but outside of these walls ain't no place for you." Now, she pours him a bowl of broth, and it has like a little sliver of maybe chicken, some sort of unknown meat that none of the other bowls had. And she hands it to him and she says, "Now you go enjoy this with your brothers and sisters." And he nods at her gratefully. He bows his head to the group of knights behind him and he joins his family.
Foxy's gonna walk up to this. "Hello. Children told us they were looking for their grand."
"I'm afraid so." She looks you up and down and she says, "Heaven's sake, are you a knight?" Her eyes seem to like staring at you in shock. She looks around and she drops the ladle. She drops the ladle inside the cauldron and she wipes her hands hurriedly on her apron and she like averts her eyes from your helmet. She says, "My apologies, my lord. I didn't mean to speak out of turn. Please forgive me. I just look after the kids here in town whose parents have been robbed of them. I do my best out here. How can I serve you, my lord?
There's no need of that. You can treat us as you would treat any other.
Foxy does like a half bow, half curtsy, like an exaggerated back. The matter of the ground kind of leans in, and he like he pushes up his visor. His face leans in. They said she went missing.
Yeah, that's right, my lord.
Now I understand children can be very difficult to accept the truth. Am I right in suggesting she's dead? Right?
She looks at you with shock and she says, truthfully, I don't know, my lord. She is an herb gatherer for our little community here, and she is very skilled and knows these places well. It is very strange for her to be missing for so long. I don't know of her fate. Did you happen to find some evidence of this?
Oh, well then, no. My apologies for jumping to conclusions then. I figured it was just a case of, well, you know, how children can be. She's actually missing. Wonderful. Well, this
wonderful.
sounds like...
Wonderful.
Begging.
Lovely. Lovely.
Wow.
All going according to
Words
plan
so
then.
elegant to use-
Begging your pardon, my lord. It's not wonderful.
I think what my my socially inept friend is trying to say is
Sounds like a problem
there's
we
a
can
chance-
actually solve.
Exactly,
Yes,
exactly.
exactly.
You seem to be a communal cook for everybody here. I don't suppose you requested any particular herbs, so you may have so we could get an understanding of whereabouts she may have travelled for herbs.
My guess, my lord, is that she probably went through the lake to the southwest, or the mountains to the west. But we do not go there anymore.
And why is that?
Well, she kind of has a think about it. Like she's trying to process how to say this. Your knights, you're meant to protect us, so I suppose. Well, you see, there's something about the wind in the mountains. It shoots through the passages of the rocks. Maybe it makes this. I'm going to sound mad, my lord, but it sounds like some sort of howl. It frightens everyone, and anytime someone's gone there, they've gone missing. As for the lake, it's, well, you know, it's a monument. It's protected by the crown, so it isn't lush with any resources that we need that often, and we avoid it at all costs. But those are the only two places I can really consider that she may have gone. Or I suppose she could have gone to the southeast and investigated the forest there, but there was a fire, so I can't imagine why she would have gone to the woods.
Also where we just came from, and we didn't spot any signs of her there, though the kids were traveling around looking for her last night there.
Those kids. She looks like she's ready to start cursing, and then she corrects herself. They should not have been out at night. They should not have gone to the forest. I am deeply concerned for them. Well, to be honest, I'm concerned with everyone in this village.
Your village appears to have come across some hardships as of late. Is that right? That's the understanding.
Oh.
Kind of seemed like the opposite for the most part.
Well,
Well, maybe not for the top of the town, top of society.
top 1%. She says, "My lord, I shouldn't complain. We are, for all intents and purposes, happy folk. There is no ill news to be worried about. We don't have any. Please don't worry yourself for our well-being. We survive together, and we take care of each other. All is well, I assure you." She tries to be reassuring.
I suppose we should investigate the areas she's mentioned: the lake to the southeast and the mountains to the east. No,
mountains
so
to the
the west. Yes, the lake in the southwest, and mountains to the west.
The lake sounds like the safer of options, but the lack of resources makes it less appealing to go to for material.
Yeah,
Not to mention the protected by the crown status.
yeah. I doubt the grandmother would be going there as her first option. So perhaps we should check out the mountains first and try to retrace her steps potentially.
But then again, if she did go to the lake, there's a possibility she's been arrested or something for trying to travel on protected land.
It would be. I love games like this. I have to say, it would be really cool if my only change to this game would be like if there was some way for someone to like study an area and figure out like who had like been there before. Then I don't think there's like a system or like ability for that, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I could. Okay. So guys, so we could spend an entire phase in this village, and I could find out exactly where the grandmother traveled, like which direction the grandmother traveled. Like I could do it like, north. I could say, did the grandmother travel north when she left? I could say, did the grandmother travel northeast when she did she? I could do that. I could do that like for 8 phases, however much, and I could do that in each location.
Well, we would only have. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I suppose for the lake, like the sea at the top, I suppose. Yeah, so you don't have to.
Sharky, what were you gonna say?
Yeah.
We could see say that she was going out for something, so
Great idea.
surely
Oh, that
knows
is a good idea.
Like, yeah, so we can ask the chef, like ask the cook. So
Also,
the
just-
grandmother, did you
Sorry.
know who she supplied the herbs to?
Oh, everyone here in the village, my lord. We all work together to collectively take care of one another. She collects herbs for things like, well, a lot of the elderly folk here struggle with memory. So, on the rare occasion we need to go to the lake to obtain, of course, the opals. She will go there. There's also there's these herbs that she bakes into this pastry, and they tend to keep folk filled for days, but it's very difficult to get. It's deep in the mountains. It's probably a day's journey from here. Not the mountains to the west, but to the west and south, to the west of the lake as well. Maybe even beyond. I've never been there, but she's the only one who can navigate those paths safely. And I apologize, my lord, for assuming, but those paths are very dangerous. I could never ask you to go there.
Right, it's what we're built for.
As you say, my lord.
I did have a idea for Trail Night. You wouldn't even need to go in all directions for this, because we've already been highlighted down to 2 major directions,
that is
which
true.
is west and southwest.
That is
So
true.
you'd only have to do one of those to either eliminate or confirm, and then we just if it's eliminating the west, for example, we know to go.
Yeah, I like that idea. So I can sort of like I can go to if we leave the town and we go to the sort of like the outskirts, like sort of like towards the lake. I can sort of like examine that area and see if any of like the foliage has been sort of stepped on by human footprints. Like obviously, like if she's a herb collector, she might have collected herbs along the way. So like if any of those herb bushes have been picked, if any of them are like freshly growing or anything, and I can use that to try and like obviously ask the question. Did the grandmother, did a herbalist come through this way? Did the grandmother come through this way towards the lake? I'll say first.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great idea. If you just go to the lake town or the lake to the southwest, it technically would be the center mass for all of the locations of interest.
That's
and
true.
you could literally just use your ability to say which way did the grandmother go.
It has to be yes or no questions. So
True.
That's something so open, but I can do multiple ones. So I think while we're at the village, I'll ask whether she went towards the lake or like obviously did she go towards the mountain. But I'll say the lake first.
Okay. Is that what everybody is okay with?
Yeah, are we all okay with that?
Sounds fine by me.
Sounds good.
Okay. So we are going into the evening now. Or sorry, the afternoon. So you went morning here, so it takes you all of the morning and into the afternoon to find out, to do your investigation. So ask your question.
Did the children's grandmother travel this direction towards the lake from the town? Or did the grandmother travel towards the lake?
Yes.
Okay, so we know she went from the town.
In the direction of the lake. Yes.
Yeah, I will obviously, I'll be doing my detective things. I'll be like using my magnifying glass going around, and I'll be like, gentlemen, I think we have a trail. Wow, we're going on a grandma hunt. We're gonna catch a big one.
I was gonna shake his head again.
Amazing.
And
Okay.
I will not rephrase that. I will continue forward boldly on this grandmother hunt.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have the most defeated sigh every time I.
As we leave, I kind of just shyly offers the cook lady some of my salt.
Okay, does your salt do anything special?
Yes, it does. It cleans. It's magic salt that cleans. Here, let me pull up the exact description because my image gallery. The exact description of my salt. Cleaner salt renders even the most rotten in food safe and delicious. Restocks each.
Okay. She will take the salt and she looks touched by your actions. She says, "My lord, I couldn't accept. Are you sure?"
I don't care if your health is important. It'll make the children healthy.
Okay. I thank you very much. And she bows deeply to you and she uses the entire bottle of salt for the cauldron.
A lot of salt.
It's a big cauldron.
That's going to be the most flavorful food they've had.
But you know what? It'll keep is the best part.
Yeah. Eternal stew.
I'm going to say that was so courageous and cool that people are going to be talking about this. Ghoul Knight, please give yourself 1 glory.
Okay.
Hey.
Well done. Very knightly and stately. Well done. Okay. So what is the move, folks?
I think we need to wait for the trail night,
Oh.
unfortunately.
You know what? That's perfect. I need to piss also. Let's take a 5-minute break to piss and do whatever. Start dinner.
Cool.
And then we'll be back.
Okay.
Wonderful.
All right. See you in 5.
Bye.
Hi, I'm back. Hi. Oh my God, where's Mandy?
Oh my God.
He's probably just getting off work, to be honest. We lost our
That is a
goose.
good question.
We lost our goose, I fear, because he's not feeling very well.
Aww.
Aw. That's all right. He did leave some extensive notes. Here are the main notes I have. This taken the sesh. Forest near town burned. Not sure why. Mountain out of a molehill. 100 question marks. Beast den. Grandma equals herbalist. Missing. Village has wealth disparity. Mountains to the west of northeast town. Wind passes through rocks like a howl. People go missing when they go there. Lake to the southwest of town. Not lush of resources. That's-
I'm also going to add to that the lake is property of the crown, so that's important information.
It just means it's protected by the crown. Things like landmarks or places of great import will often be protected by the crown. No violence, no desecration, etc., etc.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for this fucking pizza, y'all. I feel so ravenous. I'm in my luteal, so I just want junk food all the time, and I want junk food, and I want it to be smothered in chocolate.
Yeah, I feel that but all the time.
Anyway, smiley face. So, where did we leave off? You guys heading towards the lake?
Yes.
Correct.
So-
Well, I was going to pose
Oh.
the cursed suggestion of a little bit of a party split.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
I would like to personally feed the chunk of flesh to this creature, because we're going. The lake and the monster den are adjacent. If that cave that we tracked it to was indeed its den,
mhm.
so we're not that split. We're maybe an afternoon away from each other
Mm.
if we do split. But Fox would like to the beast, the flesh, because Fox has a potentially foolproof plan. But Fox is not going to explain. Fox is just going to say, "Trust."
I would like to ask how we would know when the other party has finished their task and where we would meet. I suppose if there is an inn in this village, in the upper echelon, I suppose. I guess we could look at that first. We could make sort of make ourselves known to the inn and be we might come back here and this is where we'd meet once we're done.
Because Fox was thinking just go him and anyone else who would like to join him would go and feed the beast and then go to the lake to catch up with the rest.
Yeah, the problem is that if we get like out of sync, like if we go to the
Yeah.
lake, you go to the forest, it takes you like a day or something to to wait for the beast to arrive and eat the stuff. But by that point, like we found the grandma, or like we followed the trail to like the mountains to the west. Like how would you know that we've gone that
That's a
direction?
fair point. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I think that's a good point. You could run into hardships. But
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea to split into two groups. So maybe how recent was the message for your mic check? Oh, it was just before the break.
Okay.
We can hear you. You're good. Okay. I was thinking like I think that Shield should stay with the group that goes to the lake just because he's not here yet. But I think if you're going to split the group, splitting it evenly into people who are prepared for combat and people who are not prepared for combat, should it come to that, is a good idea. Welcome back, Sharky.
Yes. I would say once either party is finished with their quest, like feeding the beast and finding the grandmother. Once either party's finished, come back to the town, come back to the to the inn. Like I'm DM. Is there an inn that we could go to in this village, in this town?
As lords of the realm, you would actually speak to the local magister and they would offer you warm hospitality. You would not stay in an inn. You are not common.
Yeah, they'd probably give us rooms in the castle if there were a castle.
In his manor, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mansion.
But yeah, we can absolutely meet back at regardless of where in the town we meet. I think meeting back at the town after our respective objectives are absolutely.
Yeah. Cool. Sounds good. I'm happy to do that. I would like to continue going searching for the grandmother just because the creature that we tracked seems to be either in the hill or underground some sort, and I would not like to go where it is dark. I would like to refrain from that, so I would like to continue traveling where it is very light and where I can maybe go find the grandmother.
Okay. So how are you splitting things? Do you want to do 50-50? Half of you go with one, half of you go with the other?
Yeah. Whoever wants to go with whoever.
If I'm sort of interpreting it right, the one with the beast is more likely to end up in a fight.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know. We don't know, right? But it is a great beast. So, I mean, you got to be prepared, right? You got to keep that thing on you. You never know.
Now, I could feed this beast without any of us drawing our blade.
Mandy! He made it!
Andy, welcome in.
Are you okay?
I just spent almost an hour and a half driving.
I was wondering what happened. Are you okay?
Yeah, I got stuck behind a train when I was almost home, and then World Cup traffic is fun.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Welcome home.
Thanks.
Who wants to, before we split the party, who wants to catch Manty up about what we've experienced so far? Not all at once.
Yeah.
Every single time.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say, go check.
What you missed Z. Our party came across small children in the woods when they shouldn't be, and then they melt. They melt. They met the brotherhood of knights. At this point in time, some of your knightly brothers imparted upon them knightly wisdom.
Well, let's start from the beginning. Where Manty left off, you guys were just standing outside the Seer's Cave with a hump of flesh. So, what happened after that?
So we traveled to the forest to the west. The one that was all burned. We still don't know why it was burned, but we traveled there, obviously searching for a beast larger than the sage. Thankfully, we had a new friend, myself, the Trail Knight, who was specially equipped, let's say, to track targets and to solve mysteries. So I was able to find out that there is indeed a large beast in that forest. It has large footfalls, and it appears to make its nest or make its base, its lair, in or under a hill. So we are thinking it is maybe some kind of badger or some kind of mole creature. We don't know yet, but we're going to try and feed that the sage meat.
Mm.
During that time, like obviously after we found the molehill or whatever it is, we made camp because it got dark, and we found children wandering lost in the woods looking for their grandmother. Obviously, it was strange that children were out in these woods, that there is a dangerous monster nearby. And so as knights, we went to these children and we took them to our camp and we learned their story. We taught the eldest some skills so that he can take care of himself and his siblings better. We escorted them back to the village, and we've found some leads on where potentially the grandmother who did go missing when she was looking for herbs. We got some leads on where potentially she could have gone to. So now we are planning to split the party into two. I know, crazy splitting the party, but it would save time. Half of us to go back to the beast in the hill, try and feed it the sage meat, and half of us to continue following the trail of the grandmother to try and bring her back to the village.
I think that's a very apt description. Beautiful.
Cool.
So I, for one, am going for the grandmother. The fox knight is going for the beast. I believe
No,
that is
I'm the
currently
fox.
yes.
Oh,
The new
sweet.
companion for your adventure.
So we have Fox Knight and Trail Knight now.
Mhm.
Trail knight, yes.
Better great.
Yeah, it is funny. Like the two newest to the party are the ones that are like sort of like splitting the party
Yeah.
into their little groups.
Perfect. So, who wants to go search for the grandmother? So we have the
Trail Knight.
Trail Knight. Who else?
I feel like that aligned with my knight's urge to protect, so I will go.
Grandmother. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 of you. It's gonna be uneven.
I'm kind of the one who's been holding the meat, so I need to go on the beast one.
Okay. Beast. What about you, Cosmo? Where are you going? No. 2 for the beast.
Oh, okay, that's 2 for the beast.
2 for the beast, 2 for the grandmother.
We shouldn't need that many for the beast, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. 2's fine.
Yeah.
You know what? 2's fine. I agree.
I'm
2 or
gonna
3
go-
is fine. I'm keeping it a secret, my plan, and saying trust me, but I think we could do this without any combat.
That's the best case scenario, but we should also prepare for the worst case scenario as well.
Sure.
That's all I'm saying.
He seems very confident, chat.
for the best, plan for the worst, sort of thing.
Cosmo, would you like to do grandmother or beast?
I'll go. That's
Okay, Steven, grandmother or beast?
God dang it, cosmic.
It's your Cosmo now. You gotta live with it.
The Cosmo Knight is fact. I'm thinking B.
Okay. All right, and Band's gonna go grandma.
What's Ghoul doing as well?
Ghoul's going beast.
Goes Gun Beast. Okay.
So that's everybody. Should be, right? Am I missing anyone? Ghoul beast, cosmic grandma, banner grandma, shield grandma, war beast, fox beast, trail grandmother. Am I missing anyone? Yeah, there should be. Okay, great. Let's start with, okay, so it was afternoon when you got here? Or sorry, it's afternoon now because you guys did the hunt. Yes. Okay. So let's start with the lake. And now this guy gets to come into play. Smile.
Yay!
Wow.
It's for eventually when you guys would split the party, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so first thing I need to do is roll a wilderness roll.
Pizza time.
Pizza!
True.
Pizza. Alright.
I'll give you a piece of my mind.
Oh no. Okay, I see.
What is the game?
You all are
playing in
fucked.
this?
Okay.
Is this for the lake party or for the?
We're doing lake
forest
first.
Party? Lake first. Okay.
So lake's gonna be red. So you guys get there evening. And I'll tell you what you see in a moment. Pardon. Thanks. You know.
No, how?
Okay. That's not bad. All right, great. So here we go. For the lake group, which consists of Cosmo, Ban, Shield, and Trail. Team Grandma Squad, as we call them.
The squad grandma. Yeah.
Grandma Squad.
The grandma team.
G Squad.
Defeated Psy.
The G
My
Squad,
pizza!
Big defeated Psy.
Right.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
I didn't put the.
Okay. Yeah, put them on because I'm Ravenoise.
Right now?
Yeah. Anyway,
Roll out.
so as you guys leave the village, and you guys catch a couple wary glances from the townsfolk, the higher ups seem to, the higher you go in rank, the more people seem to respect you. But there are a few younger folk in this kind of town of knowledge and brightness that people aren't really sure how to feel about you. Once you leave the town, the air starts to cool as you approach this kind of glade. It's a very well kept circular lake. It almost is a perfect circle. It almost looks manufactured to be perfect. The surface is perfectly clear, and as the sun begins to dart down past the mountains, it glitters like gold across the ripples and waves that small fish under the surface create from beneath. It is a moment of brevity and a moment of peace as you quietly approach this lake, and you notice along the shore. The shore is like a rocky shore, more like a shore, not like a beach, but like, like a lake. It's very like pebbles and things on the ground. And as you approach, the softness of the waves begin to produce these very, very beautiful, strange, but beautiful opalescent orbs. And as the lake seems almost perfectly clear, darkening though it may be as time descends, but you see what looks like tall, glorious, thick strands of kelp dancing beneath the waters.
And we, could I have a look at the lake? Is there any sort of like, since this is owned by the crown, is there any sort of like plaques or any sort of like information on the lake? I don't know, like obviously in the real world, like there is like in like nature reserves and stuff, like there's like information boards. I don't know.
That's exactly what there is. There is a sign beyond a gate that you must pass through in order to approach the lake itself, and this sign, though worn over time, says the following. The monument at the lake, and beneath that, memory opals. Caution, these cause potent dreams or hallucinations when you are asleep. The opals, if harvested from a fresh vine and eaten, can cause severe day-long hallucinations in which dreams and reality cross over. Very dangerous. This area is protected by the crown, and any harassment of this area will be discriminated.
Looking at the opioids.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, yes.
As a Britishman with expertise in tea making, looking at these, do I feel the distinct feeling that I could ruin a country, ruin a country's economy with these, and like and make a lot of money?
Those thoughts would never reach your mind because you're a knight who would never do such a thing. But you have heard about this. The monument at the lake is a very sacred site. There is something blessed about these waters, and specifically the kelp. Examining these quote-unquote memory opals, you realize that these are, real world, they're called pneumacysts that grow on these kelp. Pneumacysts help keep the kelp buoyant and able to reach the sun to do photosynthesis. To you would notice that on these stems of fat kelp, these bubbles of organic material seem like they could be jewelry more than they could be like tea leaves. They're very, very, very exquisite, but very delicate. As you're like picking one up and just turning it over in your hand, your grip isn't even that tight, and it pops and kind of coats your fingers in this kind of like pink gel that runs off of your fingers like slime, less like water.
Well, I will not be touching any more of those, and I'll obviously relay to my fellow knights. The bulbs on these kelp plants may look beautiful, and you may feel the temptation to pick one up. Do not, because they are very, very fragile.
Don't pick one up, pop one, and then rub your eyes or whatever. That would be bad.
Yeah. I'm also just gonna wash my hands like in the lake as well, because obviously they come from the lake. Like the gel from it shouldn't harm the ecosystem of the lake.
No, yeah.
I put it into it, so it should be fine.
It does. It's strangely, it doesn't leave behind any residue. Your hands are dry after the gel kind of falls off of it, but you rinse them in the lake nonetheless. This is considered a monument for all intents and purposes. If you wish to rest here for the rest of the nights instead of carrying on, you can gain all of your spirit back.
I get almost half my spirit back, and by half of it, I mean 2.
I'm not gonna lie, I shouldn't think because it actually restores.
Yeah. But yes, I would say let us make camp for the night, because once again, I do not want to work into the night because I'm scared of the dark. Yeah.
Perfect.
Like a plan.
So we recover, is it a D6 from resting at
No,
this monument?
you just get everything back. This is a place of
everything, yeah.
peace and protection. Consider this to be a sanctuary. You feel as if nothing can touch you here.
Nice.
You gain all of your spirit back.
That means I'm slightly less likely to die if I roll badly a D6.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine what happens. You die if you reach 0.
Okay, I see. Okay, Group B. Beast group. Led by the Fox Knight. Are you eating Fox Knight?
Yes, B for pizza.
Okay.
Pizza.
Okay. Unfortunately, you're going to have to take a pause on that so I can eat pizza, and I want you to describe your plan.
Take turns eating
Well,
pizza.
you see, now, I don't want to give away the exact details, but I would like to place with you, and he's got his arm around, there's 3 of us, right? So it's Fox, Ghoul, and who's the third one with us again? Sorry?
It's War.
War, yeah. So he'll have his arms around Ghoul and War. And, right, I would like to place a little wager with you. How does that sound? I bet you a coin that I can get that lump into the beast's skull without any of us drawing.
Okay.
I don't know if that's something. I don't know if wagering would be a good idea.
No? Well,
I don't know.
how about it
I will
be...
take that bet.
You'll take that bet. Wonderful. Well, let it be a wager
Immediately
of
draws
trust.
his dagger.
As the, well, as obviously one of the new arrival into your coterie, I feel the need to prove myself. And what better way to prove myself than with this very wage? Guarantee you.
Okay, so let me just make sure we got this straight. If a blade is drawn, you lose the bet.
No, well, okay, let's see. Let's not skirt around cheating the rules here.
With regards to this beast,
My plan is simple. I will carry that hunk of meat up to the creature, and it will eat the meat from my hands, and neither of you need to go anywhere near it. I'll just carry it up, I'll feed it, and then we'll walk away. Simple as that.
But we don't even know what the creature is. It could hurt you too, or something.
I guarantee not a single harm will come.
my problem here is, if I win, I'm likely to not get your gold.
Oh no, you can get my gold. Running
I'm
away
just meaning if the
after
beast
feeding the creature.
eats you.
That's my plan extends only to feeding it. Afterwards, if it I don't know, if it feels personally offended by my plan, then sure, it's possible it could decide to chase us. But well, you both seem quick on your feet.
Not really.
Well, if we need to retreat with the manner of violence, then well, that's when you two. But it won't get to that. It'll be easy, in and out. I've done it before.
Sounds like an easy
saying that
plan.
you've done it
Looking
before
first
makes
and
me
then
think
back
that
to
you
you.
haven't done it before.
Sorry, what, Steven?
I was saying, you saying that you've done it before makes me think that you haven't done it before.
I've done something like it before.
I mean, hey, it's your plan. If it goes wrong, it's
Let it be on my head and mine alone. I'll even give you the golden advantage, just in case.
no. I'll trust you enough on this one that you'll make it out alive.
Indeed.
I could always hold on to it since I'm not part of the wager.
Perfect.
I'm gonna give
He,
Ghoul 1 gold as well.
Yeah, he fussles around and gives a coin to It's a ghoul.
It disappears into my mail within seconds.
Okay. It is night when you arrive at the previous area, which is these faded, isolated woods where you've previously made camp. You guys decide, I'm assuming, to rest, or do you wish to continue on through the night?
Say we rest and then we've got a fresh start.
Yeah, let's rest.
Okay. All right. A new dawn comes. We're gonna start with the Beast Knights. Beast Knights, you wake up the next day, you're packing up your campsite, and you start hearing snuffling, like the sound of like some sort of animal scavenging or something.
Like a small animal, or
It's difficult to tell. You just hear scavenging, like the sound of like leaves being pushed around, or like like it's difficult to tell. It's just a lot of snuffling. So it could just be like a group of creatures. It could be a singular creature. It could be the creature you're looking for. It's hard to tell. That's what you hear.
does it sound like it's coming from the direction of the cave?
Yes.
This could be our quarry. Well, let me take a peek. I'll kind of hide behind trees, kind of scamper between trees to get a close.
Absolutely. You are scampering between trees. Oh, hello? What was that? Okay. You're scampering between trees, hopping from branch to branch. Now, these trees, the ones that you're able to hop between, are very delicate because there was a fire here recently. So you are being careful about your bearings, and there are just mountains and mountains of ash and soot in these valleys. As you're looking around, you don't see really anything going on, but you still hear the noise. Following it, you feel exasperated, so you kind of like find yourself sitting down on a branch and like scratching your chin, like, where the fuck does this noise come from? When you see the ground start to move, whatever you thought was ash and soot is actually what resembles a steely gray fur. The movement of a great creature moves beneath you, and it is just as you thought. It would take three men's length to measure one of its feet. It has a gray back, very small white ears, two thick, bold stripes down the front of its face, a black nose, and black limbs, which gives it the appearance of an exceptionally large badger. Beneath it scuttle three baby badgers, about the size of your horse.
Well, after we get it into the mouth of the mama and the children. Now, you said the ground moves beneath me. Did I, like, accidentally walk on top of this creature?
No, you're in a tree. You're in the canopy above. One of the lesser destroyed trees from the fire. And the ground is just ash and soot. So, like, grass looks like it could be the same quality as this fur. You thought that you were looking down at the grass, and until it started moving, you didn't realize that you were looking at the creature itself.
Okay. I'd like to try and, without alerting the beasts to my presence, I'd like to try and return ghoul.
Okay.
To get meats.
Can you roll a d20 for me? It's gonna be a spirit save.
Oh, if it's a spirit save.
It's a d20, and your DC is whatever your spirit is. You want to roll it or less.
So, turns out, roll 20 spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Rip.
Yeah. 5 spirit gang.
Oh.
Okay. Roll a d6 for me.
Oh, cool.
You only lose one spirit, but it shakes you to your core.
As bad as I thought. Yeah, it's kind of terrifying that I could lose all of my spirit in a 1d6.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of spirit sort of like chances to lose spirit.
Yeah.
I guess your lowest stat kind of feels scary.
Yeah.
All right. So I imagine what happens in your brain is you're the Fox Knight. I'll let you get away in a second. You're the Fox Knight. You're super confident. You're really excited about your plan. You're coy. You're clever. You can escape anything. And then you see the fucker, and you're like, oh,
Okay.
oh, okay.
It was me and caught me off guard.
Exactly. Yeah. It just made you feel tiny and insignificant. Exactly. So Sparrow is going to take a second to return. While he is scouting, what are the rest of you doing?
I just kind of look at him with like an "I told you so" look.
I'm just gonna be alright.
You haven't seen it yet. He's not back yet proper. It's just you two, so I'm giving you an opportunity to roleplay if you want.
Okay, well, this should certainly be interesting. There you go. Literally, yeah.
Two of the chattiest players are left alone. What happens next, ladies and gentlemen?
Exactly.
This is great roleplay, actually. I'm loving
War is
the
here
theater of the
literally
mind.
just for, like, mainly fighting.
Yeah.
Just observing people. Like, he people watches when he's not fighting, basically.
Jules also a people watcher, but he's not fighting, probably.
Yay! My chicken strips are here! They're hot! Ah!
Oh no, they're hot!
Oh no, they're hot.
No, they're hot.
I'm finna eat these all in one go for real. Okay.
Oh no, she's hot.
Mm-hmm. Great. Sparrow will be back momentarily. Okay. Actually, while he's doing that, I'm gonna go over to the lake crew. Lake crew, you wake up.
G squad.
The G squad. The G spot. What are you guys doing?
Well, it's not here, fellas.
Well, let me see. I have to take a moment to see if I can find the G spot. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do my tracking again, and I'm gonna so this area, is it? Do we like have like the full scope of it? Like, can we see the whole area, or is it too large for us to see the whole area just by being here?
Full area as in what?
As in, like, the
across the
full
lake?
lake, like, you know, like the...
Yeah,
lakes.
it's just lake for miles.
Yeah, okay.
I do have a quick question.
Mhm.
Since I wasn't around there, did anybody get information?
Yeah.
or
So there was a
is it out
couple.
here?
Yeah, it was a couple. It was these like opioids are good for like helping the elderly that had memory problems. So this was one of the things that the town needed, and that she, like, you know, was good at doing. So coming out here was an option for her, which is why we're here as well. And then in the mountains to the west of where we are currently, there is also sort of herbs that are difficult to get to, but when they're put into food, they make the food more hardy and last longer, and like it essentially it just makes food better. So she is also known to go to that mountain range to forage herbs as well. So that's going to be our other location if we don't find her here. Cool. Yes, I think first thing to do is to ask the great the great wilderness itself. Is the grandmother here? Like, is the grandmother at the lake?
Okay.
In the area. Yeah.
I'll be helping you. Search signs.
So I am going to help you out. Here's what I'm going to do for you. You don't have to use your ability for that specific question if you want to ask a different one. I'm just going to tell you straight up. If you would like to spend a full phase searching just the lake, I will tell you what you discover.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Great. You spend all of the morning looking for the grandmother. There are no signs of her. At least no signs of her being here. If she had been here, you would see tatters of clothes or like a shoe left behind, any blood, you would especially see blood in this area.
Yeah.
Or if she had stayed here because she was delayed by a storm or something, there would be a temporary shelter. You would see signs of a campfire. You don't see anything like that. So there's your answer there.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose to the mountains to the west we go.
Everybody satisfied with that?
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Quick thing,
Come here.
as going to go to the mountains, it's just like the talk. If I remember correctly, they told us about a beast. The beast kind of carried us for us. Acted, it's not.
So we should arrive in the mountains by evening. So I could look around, spend the evening looking. It would become nighttime, obviously, once I finish. And if things look dire, or like, you know, if it doesn't feel safe to make camp in the mountains for the night, we could push forward to move back to the lake. to get there by morning. We shouldn't be investigating during the night.
Especially not with a beast we know nothing about.
Yeah, and we don't even know if it is a beast, but they did say that it sounded like a beast, the wind at least.
Right. So you are going to move to the mountain pass as evening falls.
Mm-hmm.
I need everyone to make a vigor save for your horse. Interesting.
Slash 1d20. Mine is good.
Oh,
What's your horse's vigor, Trail Knight?
10.
Perfect. Manti?
12.
Oof. Okay. Sharky?
Sound good.
Nice.
Perfect. Manti, roll 1d6. Your horse loses that much vigor. As a
oh!
Oh no! It's fine.
Okay, here's what happens. Here's what happens.
Not the haunts.
You are suddenly keenly aware of why the locals would describe this place as haunted and why they no longer return to these places unless they are in great desperation. You are trapped within these mountain paths. They are narrow and short, and rocks constantly seem to be falling from the heavens as you ascend its narrow pathways. Manti, your horse, what kind of horse is it? Untested. You have a youthful stallion who is typically quite confident and ready to prove himself. You find yourself in the rear of the pack because it is in your head, you want to make sure that you're behind everybody in case somebody tries to sneak up behind you. Your horse is very good at taking directions. Unfortunately, your horse was too lax with its footing, and this brittle rockways fall away as the horse begins to slide down the side of the mountain. You brace and find your body weight pulling back and tightening against the reins to try and help that horse regain its balance. And it doesn't fall or roll, but you can tell that it has injured one of its legs and will require aid as soon as possible. You are able to you will also need to walk with it. You will not be able to ride. You're able to get back up the mountains where everybody is, but it gives you a fright. It really shakes you to your core. Without a steed, you are on foot, and not only does that kind of take a hit to your nobility, it makes you feel like less noble in comparison to your fellow knights, but in addition, you recognize that your steed is your compatriot. You are bound to it, and it is bound to you. It was your job to take care of your horse. I need you to roll spirit.
Question.
Yes.
Before I can I use my healing salve on my horse?
What does your healing salve do, my dear?
It restores vigor.
How much? How much? Does it say?
The page, it just says, all it says is restores vigor.
You know what?
And
Absolutely.
Effect.
You can absolutely do that. Would you like to?
I will absolutely do that for my horse.
Okay.
My trusty steed.
Tell me how the Shield Knight is feeling after this all happens, after the excitement.
I am feeling like I misguided my horse and caused it to slip up. So as I you said he didn't like tumble, but he like slid down, or
yeah, you slid with your horse down the side of the mountain, and his leg got caught and tripped him.
So as I notice his leg is injured, I immediately get off of the horse and begin applying the healing salve to where he's apologizing profusely and comforting it.
That's very sweet. Okay. You were able to heal your horse up. Your horse is visibly shaken by the ordeal, but does not lose vigor. So you can restore the vigor that it had previously lost. When does your health salve restore?
It restores, I believe, after a rest.
Let me look it up for you.
You prepare enough for one use each day.
Ooh, okay. So you get it back
There we go.
tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Yeah, your horse seems a lot more nervous, but none worse for the wear, thank God. As you are approaching the peak of the mountains, the howling of the wind gets worse, and all of you are understanding why people believe that there is like a howl like a wolf in these mountains. It is cursed for all intents and purposes. This place is awful. It is throwing you off guard. At some point, all of you are forced to dismount your horses and continue on foot. leading your horse behind you. It's a bit like, you remember in Lord of the Rings where Gandalf is like continuing to push them up the mountain and everybody's fucking miserable and nobody wants to be there, but he's being really stubborn about it. None of you are talking to each other. You guys keep going until somebody complains. So you are continuing up this mountain, and it isn't until it is too late, as the night begins to descend upon you, that you realize you cannot leave safely. There is no way that you can turn back. You are trapped here. In addition to that, you guys are all kind of talking, and you're very stressed about all of this. The wind is blowing your tack off of your horse. Your lanterns are going flying off the ledge of a mountain. Stones are being tossed into your hair, sand in your eyes. It is unbearable and loud in this place, and you're shouting at each other. We're gonna say, let's go with Manti. You're listening to the shouting of your fellow knights, and you see on the ground, you see an obvious sign of human struggle. There are shreds of torn human flesh dangling off of rocks and boulders, and splattering of blood. It was difficult to see through the chaos and the cursed nature of this fucking place, especially with how stressful it's been for you personally. But just looking around, you see it. It is... something was torn to shreds here. And you notice that hanging off of a tangled, gnarled bunch of roots off of a cliff hangs an herbalist. You now know what happened to their grandma. You imagine that she was torn to pieces in these mountains.
Holy.
Is
I turn towards my fellow knight and raise my voice above the shouting and complaining and say, "Brothers, I believe we have found our missing grandmother, the herbalist. Take a look around you and you'll see what I mean."
Yeah, well, I look around as well. And DM, do I, since I have my monocle that lets me see blood clearer, like, can I see, like, is there like a blood trail leading to like a body? Because I feel like if we could bring the body back to the village, so at least they can, like, you know, have a decent burial, that would be for the best.
I'm going to ask you a question, and it's really important that you have thought about your answer. Okay?
Mhm.
Do you want to find a body?
Is that in, as in, do I want her to be dead, or is like like?
No, I'm just exactly what I've told you. Do you want to find a body? Do you want to find a body? Don't you hate it when the DM asks you your question back to you?
Or what's left of a body.
Like, I know it's gonna be gory and it's gonna mess me up, and I'm gonna have to make a spirit check, and I'm gonna fail, and I'm gonna lose like a decent amount of spirit, I'd say.
Do you want to find a body? That's my question to you. Do you want to find a body?
Yeah, they need closure.
Great.
Can I interject? I wanted to ask about the herbalist bag. Is it within like a quick arm's reach, or is it?
Yeah.
Do I see it like a little? Okay. Cause I feel like not gonna be much of a body left.
Let him have his moment. He said yes.
But I would like to grab the herbalist bag.
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah, like you could absolutely stop me from trying to look for the body.
No.
Hey.
No. You said yes, I want to find a body. We're going to explore that. It happens. Manti is grabbing the herbalist bag. You do that. Trail is going to find a body. He does that. That is what's happening. So let's do that. Manti, you grab the herbalist bag. It appears to be full of herbs. Both the it has one or two of the orbs inside it, the memory orbs, the memory opals, and it has a handful of herbs that you don't recognize, that you imagine are the herbs that she was originally meant to gather from these cliff sides. So bringing them back to the village would be probably very good. As for you, the Trail Knight, you are adjusting your monocle and you are in a place of investigative reasoning. You disconnect yourself from this woman, from this person that it could be. When you are locked in, you cease identifying anything that you are investigating as human. You simply think of it as a goal. You don't think about their family, their feelings. You don't think about how terrible their deaths must have been. None of that crosses your mind because you want answers first, emotions second. That is the way of things. You are following this trail And as you are investigating, you're realizing that these markings are making less and less sense. You can't put your finger on exactly what happened here, but it almost looks like she wasn't attacked.
Oh.
It looks like almost you would describe it as she almost spontaneously combusted into lumps of flesh and meat and blood, and exploded on the side of the mountain. As you approach this giant splattering of what I would describe as organs, shattered bone, teeth, and discarded fingernails, you recognize that there is what appears to be other remains as well. Torn remains, something like a deer, antlers, the half-rendered skull of a deer, a stag. I need you to pass a clarity save.
I'm not passed. I have 8 clarity right now.
You have 8? Okay. You approach the remains and you feel your heart thumping louder and louder in your ears. All other sounds, including the howling of the wind and the tugging of the breeze at your clothes, vanishes. You are the job. This is your role. This is your destiny. Who you were before doesn't matter. Everything is in this moment. Everything is in the blood. And then you realize you're not breathing. You gasp for breath. And the shock of that cold air hitting your lungs again shakes you awake. I need you now to roll spirit as you come across what little remains left of some sort of corpse.
This is so intense. Like, I'm actually like holding my breath as well. Okay. I have 5 spirit. I rolled a 2. That's okay.
You are so lucky. Sorry, I'm chewing 1 second.
No worries. Gives me time to get my composure back as well.
Here's this tense moment.
Yeah, haha. So you snap back to reality, and you realize that there is nothing amongst this bundle of teeth and broken flesh that would ever give these children the resolution that they need. You will force yourself away from the scene, and the grisly fate of whatever happened there still eludes you.
I must find the answer eventually. This is too strange. There was no murder. There was no natural phenomena. It seems like they just combusted. And I've never heard of anything like that before. I've never seen anything in textbooks. There's been no stories, I assume.
Just the stories that you heard from the townsfolk, which is that this place is haunted, and it sounds like it is a howling mountain. That's what they started calling this place, the Howling Mountain.
Yeah, like my like inquisitive brain is like trying to like come up with like solutions, or like with like experiments, or like something that I can do to try and find answers here, because this is all too strange. This is the fact that there is no answer, or it feels like there is no logical reason for this to happen. It defies my logic, and I feel like this is gonna be a personal quest for me, I think, to find out the mystery of the Howling Mountain.
Pause on you guys for a second. Let's go back to the B team. Beasts, are we in chat?
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Silver said he would be.
Nope, Silver's
My
here.
brother's a very fickle creature.
Never mind.
So, B team, Fox has finally returned from his scouting mission, and it is the 3 of you once again.
And he just looks extremely traumatized, I imagine.
Yeah.
He looks more shaken than he was when he left. Yes.
Found the beast. It's big, as expected. We knew that. It also has a mane of the fur of ashen. Very. You'd think a beast so large would be easy to see, not camouflaged so well. Right. It's that way. Can I? And he points hunk of meat.
I just like lowly hand it to you.
Your hand is coated in some weird phlegm, in this ink sac of blood, essentially. It is an unidentifiable pile of gore.
Fox almost reaches out to touch it, then stops himself and pulls out his dagger and just stabs it into the hunk of meat and like holds it up on the tip of his dagger.
It writhes like two tongues fighting over dominance in someone's mouth. Manty, that is so fair.
Yeah. This is disgusting. Okay, right. Follow me, I suppose. But actually, yes, Follow me. Stay low. Let's get a little closer, shall we?
Okay, following your lead.
Right.
I'll head towards the beast, but I just want to get within sight.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How in sight would you like to get?
Like hidden behind a rock or tree. Just. Ooh, let's think about.
Position.
I'm terrible at describing distance. Because let me imagine.
Just give me a real world like equivalent. The best of your ability, and I'll understand.
Probably want to be about maybe half of 50 yards away.
Sure.
Okay.
That sounds good to me.
The group of you sees what I described earlier, a large mountain of a badger snuffling at the earth, scrounging with its large paws and claws into the soil, digging it away, finding nothing, and then making a deep grumbling noise, disappointed, as its little ones scurry beneath it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna roll a luck roll.
I know.
High or low? Low?
Low. That's not low. We asked for low.
The badger doesn't seem to be paying attention to you and turns its back on you. One of its cubs, however, seems to have sniffed you out and begins bumbling its way towards you quickly.
Yes, okay. I should have mentioned this. One slight issue, there are cubs. We need to get that in the mouth of the big one, correct? What were the seer's words, specifically?
It would like
just
to be fed
a
to a
creature of
creature
mighty
greater
earth.
than itself.
Yeah, that was 6 people at once. Let's start with Ghoul. What was it?
He just said he wanted it to be by a beast mightier than himself.
Okay. Well, to me, that sounds like the mother should probably eat this. And, yes, okay. Well, one of the little babies is coming this way. Okay, I'm going to enact the plan now. You stay there, and I'll be right back. And Fox is gonna dash towards the beast.
Okay.
What about the cub?
I say as he runs away.
Uh-huh.
And-
Do you like run past the cub? How do you
I
interact?
want to try and get the cub's attention, to lead the cub away from the party back to the mother.
Okay. All right. You pop in front of the cub, and the cub makes an alarmed like squeal, and in a heartbeat, mom's head swivels and snaps in your direction, seeing you. I imagine you like leap. This is how I imagine it. You like leapfrog over the cub, and the mother, seeing you make any sort of physical contact with her baby, starts barreling towards you in whichever direction that you go.
Yeah. So I'm going towards the mother, but I do want to keep my distance from the cubs, because the last thing I want is the cub to pounce me.
Easy enough. The cubs are in the dust at this point. She is way faster and way bigger than them. One of the cubs is still near the party, but the others were just kind of like dawdling behind her. You have her right in your face, so the cubs aren't an issue. What I need you to do right now is tell me if you've got the balls to actually go through with this by rolling me a clarity save. Or sorry, a spirit save.
Okay, for the love of God, please. That's a...
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d6. You're rolling a d20 for this save, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I rolled a 7.
Okay, just making sure, because that looks like a different dice in the picture, so I was concerned, but great. Go ahead and roll a d6.
4.
You take 4 spirit, and what would you like to do?
Okay, I now have 0 spirit.
Yeah, because you
What are
had
the
the
effects of
one
that?
before.
0 spirit, you say. Interesting. Okay, no, you can go ahead and go about your plan. You just have 0 spirit, which is like no big deal or whatever. So what's your plan?
Well, have you checked your DMs?
Would you like me to read it out loud? I have not.
No, I want you to read it to yourself, just so that we are on
Okay.
the same page.
Okay, I've read it.
Okay, cool. I'm trying to bait the mama into eating the meat, even if that includes eating me. I'm trying to bait it into eating.
Right.
I am being very like, hello, over here.
Yeah, I gotcha. No, yeah, perfect. Okay, so you brace yourself as she barrels towards you, and yeah, I'll just say it. You fall into like a lump as she is upon you in an instant and begins to maul you and tear you to pieces. She notices that she doesn't notice. One of the things that she tears off of your body is your arm, the arm that was holding the meat. She grabs the meat, shakes it around, throws it into the air, chomps it and swallows it, and then goes about completely destroying whatever remains of you. Blood is spattered everywhere, guts and gore. You see innards being tossed like links of sausages all about the place. And when she feels that she is done with you, she grunts. You see her kick some dirt on your, we'll call it a corpse, but let's just say the Howling Mountains, and you guys are experiencing the same thing. And begins to tromp away with her group of babies in tow. Even the one that had started stumbling towards the party is afraid to leave its mother and peels off with the rest of the group as they continue to snuffle around.
I'd expect it to be so gory. Wonderful. Before I describe my ability, we're cool with me having used my ability for that?
Yeah, duh.
Yeah, fantastic. Foxy slaps the back of both Ghoul and War, and I'll take my gold now. As I use my ability Cunning Ploy in once per day, as the gore dissipates into smoke, I declare my current self to be an illusion, and the real me is watching from a safe place nearby.
That's so cool.
I just like awkwardly hand him his coin, looking like traumatized beyond all means.
Yeah, I need everybody who saw that to roll spirit. No. Look, we're gonna do clarity. Y'all roll clarity save.
If the guts were a nice touch or not, too much. I don't know. I wanted to make it look believable. Yeah.
Nicely done, Ghoul.
Ghoul's seen worse.
Clarity. So you want me to roll a d20 and get less?
That's right.
Is it less than my max or less than what
Less than your stat.
So current stat.
Yes. No. Yeah, current. Sorry. Yes, current stat. Sorry.
Well, guys, it's been nice knowing you. My clarity's fuck. That's higher than my current clarity, so...
Roll a d6.
I'm down to 2.
You lose 4 clarity.
Just barely.
I'm down to 2 clarity.
Yeah, you're becoming less lucid as time goes on.
Like he can't believe that was an illusion. He's like, no, I just saw my knight friend die. What are you? Who are you?
Let's see.
I was not expecting. I was thinking just get like swallowed whole. I didn't expect Esme to start describing vicious. Like
This is Dark Souls. You think I'm gonna fucking Steve Raimi this shit? No, it's crazy style up in here.
I mean, yeah, he deep.
Crazy
You were right about him, like, eating one of the meat pieces in one, but you just weren't the meat piece that he chose to eat in one.
I mean, you succeeded. Now let's find out what happens when you hit 0 spirit.
yeah.
Yeah, because that actually happened.
Yep, it sure did. What does that mean for you? Well, you can get spirit back is the good news. By indulging in your passion. What is your passion, my friend?
My passion is avoid being tricked or outwitted. So I have to someone has to be trying to trick me or outwit me, and I like, haha, you can't fool me.
Yeah.
So it's a very, very specific and difficult one, sadly.
I guess you gotta try and hang around with the gamblers and gypsies and the people who are gonna be trying to pull these sort of cons on you.
Okay, so
Lord from earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, so at 0 spirit, your attacks are impaired, which means anything that you roll is a single 1d4 in damage only.
Ooh.
Until
Okay,
you
that's not so bad.
until you improve your spirit.
That sounds okay. That doesn't sound horrifying.
Just don't fight. Just don't fight anyone. You've lost your will to fight for right now.
Aye. All right. And by the time that this is over, night is falling. So both groups are currently experiencing nightfall and are forced to either continue on or make camp. We're going to start with the B team, Team Beast. Are you going to press on through the night and return to the town? Or are you going to rest here for the evening?
Don't think we want to fucking rest in this.
No, I think can we like make it to the town at night?
So traveling at night has a number of risks. One, you don't get to reset any of your abilities like guard or not guard. Like your exhaustion, blah 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 blah. Like you didn't get any sleep, so it will have detriments to you. You will lose clarity automatically, no save. For traveling at night. You can of course make it, but it will be morning by the time you get there, and you won't have had any rest that night.
Okay.
Plus, there are additional risks traveling through the woods at night. So if I roll a wilderness roll and you run into any beasties before you reach the town, that's also a risk. It's up to you, though. You are absolutely welcome to try.
Rest.
Yeah, I think rest.
Okay. You once again make camp in that same clearing that you did before that's relatively safe. The fog has dissipated, leaving you a fresh look at the entire area, which means that nobody will be surprising you. The moonlight is crisp in the heavens, and the stars shine down on you, almost like they're watching out for you in the night. Can't be sure, though. Now, let's talk to Team G Spot. I know how much you love the Howling Mountains, so I imagine you guys are going to set up camp, right?
I mean, we are.
Yeah, so what exactly does being trapped entail? Does that mean that we have to go through the other mountain pass bit?
So, what that means is you can travel, but it takes an additional phase to do so. So, if you were to travel at night, plus considered difficult terrain, you are going to be taking significant risks. And of course, like, again, no clarity save, you just straight up lose 2d6 worth of clarity. You could potentially run into beasties in the night trying to make your way back to the lake. I mean, this place sucks in addition to that. So it being considered a curse locale has additional disadvantages to you specifically.
Right. Curse locale.
You're not, no matter what happens, if you choose to continue on through the night or stay here, you are not going to get sleep. It is far too windy no matter what kind of shelter you set up, and the wind is literally screaming so loud that there's no way you can ever find peace here. So it is up to you, genuinely, if you wish to try to proceed at night, or if you just want to rest until the sun comes up and then try to press on.
Oh, well, yeah.
My only vote is towards us pressing through the night and making it be exhausted in a
Yeah. I'd rather agree. I'd rather not stay and find out what killed or how that grandma died.
Yeah. Yeah. So Trail, I agree with that sentiment. I would love to travel through the night, even if it's a massive clarity hit. We can deal with that later. I don't want to be on this mountain if people explode here. But it's also like a Trail is he is processing all of this information, and he's looking out into the darkness. He's looking out at the spikiness of the mountains through the darkness, the howling wind, and this is like shaking him to his core. This is his worst nightmare. Being in such a scary place in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
All he wants to do right now is curl up and curl up and wake up and hope that this was all a dream. But I agree that we should push on, but this is gonna be so tough. On Trail, having to go through the dark, which is one of his fears.
So, you have decided to press on in the night. Is that right?
Yes.
The nights press on in the night.
It is honestly, in my opinion,
it is the best of it is the devil.
Face trials and tribulations, or stay where you might just explode.
Yeah, I'd rather not explode, thank you.
Okay. It is going to take you until afternoon to leave this hex.
Yeah.
No sleep. I need everybody to roll 2d6 and that will be your clarity hit. I get to roll something exciting, which is the traveling blind table.
Or clarity, right?
Yeah, whatever you roll, that's the hit that you take to your clarity. So Sharky, you take 3. Moose, you take 10. Manti, you take 5. Not bad.
Okay.
Taking 10 clarity is crazy, by the by.
Yeah. Can you go into negative? Or
No, are you at 0 clarity right now, though?
yeah, I would be at -2, but let's say I'm at 0.
So it means that you're exposed. You have a guard of 0. If you take a single hit, and if you take any damage, you immediately get a permanent scar that ranges anywhere from, hey, you got lucky, this didn't actually do too much, to instant death.
Yeah, this makes sense for my character to take such a massive clarity hit, because this is him like completely like against his will facing his fear. Like
Okay, you got so fucking lucky. If I would have rolled anything other than a 4 to 6, you guys would have circled back to where you started.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Cursed areas are fucked up. I'm so glad you guys hit one. It really, really makes me feel good about myself. Great. So you take your clarity hit. Your horses are feeling, you know what? You're not able to ride your horses, so they're okay.
Yeah.
Thank God they didn't have to take any more hits, because I really hate hurting animals.
Yeah, people
Pretty
it's
nice,
fine.
it's fine.
Yeah,
Something else happens. You guys are fucking cranky. You stink all of a sudden. The wind is pushing you. You're tired of the screaming of these stones and rocks, and you feel trapped within these passages. As you are descending the mountain, more and more gory, bloody pieces of animals start appearing. Before you reach the base of the mountain, let's see what it says. Uh-oh. Okay. Everybody roll a clarity save. Everybody who's not on the B team roll.
I fail because I'm
Yeah, you fail. You fail. How'd you do, Manti?
I'm saying
Huh?
my clarity's at a 12 right now.
Damn, you have so much clarity.
What a good boy. Okay, Sharky, how'd you do?
We taking the hit together.
I have bad news, lads. This clarity save wasn't to make sure that you enjoy a delicious D6 of clarity loss. As you are descending to the base of the mountain, Shield Knight, I imagine that your focus is strictly on your footing because of the incident that happened earlier with your horse, trying to remain safe and just guide the group safely to the bottom. You don't care about everything around you. Our two inquisitive, investigative, curious spirits, however, do not suffer the same discipline as you may. And before you know it, you turn around and they are both missing.
Oh no.
Here is what you experience. We're going to start with Cosmo. You pass what looks like a rabbit that has been torn completely, like, it looks like something dug its claws into the center of its body, and as it screamed in pain, tore it in half and devoured whatever meat and bones lied within. It is its skin flap and blood and nothing else. There's something inside you that isn't disgusted by this. You're almost fascinated by it. It's strange. You feel your heart pounding in your chest, much like the trail knight did before. The howling of the wind through the rocks picks up around your feet, making a few of the pebbles float about. Sand kicks up behind you, creating a wall that makes you indiscernible from the rest of your group. There's something that possesses you. You get down on your hands and your knees and you cannot stop yourself. You are compulsed to sniff and paw at the remains. I would like you to add to your character sheet. You have what is called a sickness called the Hound Within. Let's find out what that means. Okay.
Not good sounds.
Okay. Your mind leaves you. Everything that was charming and handsome, all the swagger, all of the meaning that held you down, that kept you burdened, flies from your brain. It's like the stars themselves reached into your mind and stole them. Be free of your burdens, you think to yourself. Isn't this life so much easier? You are now at night unable to speak, but during the day, you have enhanced vision. Come on, Nana. Come on, Stinky. Ah. Okay, let's talk to the Trail Knight.
Yep.
A wall of sand and dust separates you from the party. You are alone. Alone, you think, in the dark before the sun rises. You don't hear the calls of your comrades. You don't see the light. You press your body against the closest wall of the mountain to steady yourself, and you feel something warm on the palms of your hands. You bring your hands forward, not realizing that you can't see. Instinctively, you bring your hands to your nose to sniff. And you sniff, and you sniff, and you sniff, until you feel yourself nuzzling this blood all over your face. You feel your fingerprints being drawn across the flesh of your mouth, of your nose, of your eyes, and something inside the sclera of those eyes darkens. You feel as you descend into a place that only a beast could belong. Let's find out what it does to you. During the day, animals respect you, and at night, you are unable to speak. For both of you, the wall of sand dissipates. Manti, Shield Knight, sorry. You turn your body around, still holding onto the reins of your horse, looking for the forms of your comrades in the dark. And as the moon is illuminated against these wild, craggy cliff faces, you see the shape of something terrifying and something familiar. I'm going to send you a message in private of what you see, and it will be up to you to decide if you wish to communicate that with your fellow knights.
Also, what was this called? This was called the Curse of the Wolf Within or something?
It is called, I think it was called the Beast Within or something.
Beast, Hound, Beast.
It is called the Hound Within.
Hound Within.
That is for both of you. Neither of you, it is nighttime at the moment. Neither of you can speak. And Manti, that's what you see as the wall of sand dissipates. And for the first time in hours, the howls and the wind cease. Your two comrades reemerge from nothing.
It's so freaky.
What?
Well, we can't speak.
you
So lovely.
I turn around, I see what you described to me, and then they just kind of appear out of nowhere to me, right?
Yeah, and their wind is gone. One of them has blood all over their face. One of them is covered up to their elbows in blood, and their robes are stained with it.
I turn around and look at them first with something akin to joy of seeing them after I thought they were lost, and I shout, "Brothers! I had worried I had lost you. Where? Oh my God! Why are you both covered in blood? What happened? Are you okay?"
They do not respond.
Yeah. Can we still like gesture? Like, are we able to like?
I would say yes, but something haunts you. You are not in your right mind right now. You consider yourself to be like a dog, less like a man. So I would say act as though you were someone's faithful hunting hound, and less like you are a knight in good standing.
Okay. In that case, like, yeah, when he calls, like, brothers, like, obviously, I'll just like I'll go walk towards him and like go stand by his side.
Your horse, who was being led up until this point, confusedly, the lead's been dropped, but confusedly follows behind you despite not being led anymore.
As he comes up to me, I kind of like pat him down, looking for any, because he's covered in blood, so I'm looking to see if he's been like injured or anything. Just absolutely appalled by the smell and sight. And I try to get him to speak, but like it's not working.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Cosmo's there too, also not speaking.
I'm assuming like you pat like my face, because like my face is like the most like sort of like covered in blood. So yeah, I'm assuming like you pat that to like see if like I've like hurt my like jaw or something, and I'll just like slightly like nuzzle into your hand and then like slide straight again.
Oh my God, so cute.
I look past Trail Knight to see if Cosmic Knight is coming towards me or not.
Alrighty, so due to the description that Esme gave, since just gonna see Cos like start itching strips.
Oh yeah, baby.
Fun fact.
Time for the Yowie episode.
Yeah, we got naked,
no.
Fun
naked
fact,
himbo
y'all
time.
don't actually, nobody's actually asked what my horse looks like. There's Ember. My horse is called the Boneless Steed.
Uh-huh.
It's
Okay.
a spectral horse. He's
Yep.
just gonna hop, just intently at banner, just
Shield.
of just
Shield, yeah.
of just
Yeah, he looks like a panther on a tree branch watching you.
Just startled and confused by the rapid stripping by Cosmic Knight. I don't approach him because my god man, put some clothes on. What is wrong with you? I try to shake off the feeling and I'm like, the wind has stopped, brothers, but we need to get out of here as quickly as we can.
Let's fuck off for real.
We need to fuck right off. We need to make like trees and get the fuck out of here.
Great.
So I guess
we'll follow you. Yeah.
I
if you-
keep in lead, obviously, and go down the trail, contemplating what I saw.
Yeah, I stay
Um,
by your side like the whole time. Like I don't leave your side.
And I carry the sight I saw, and decide it's best not to discuss right now because I wouldn't get anything out of them as they currently are.
Okay. As dawn finally approaches, your friends regain their senses. All the two of you remember is sitting by, like, you were going down the mountain, and then the next thing you remember is you were sitting by the lake with an exhausted looking shield knight next to you, muttering to himself, saying things like, "Oh, I can't wait till you guys get better," or whatever Manti wants to say, really. But you do not remember leaving the mountains.
Like fucking stupid ass Howling Mountain, fucking stupid wind.
Yeah.
You're back to normal, yeah.
Just gonna like stretch a little bit, like God, I feel like oh.
I toss the robes. I toss some simple garment to Cosmic Knight. You know what? Can I say I picked up his?
Yeah, of
clothes?
course, of course.
So I
Yeah.
I toss him a little aggressively because I'm grumpy. I toss him his clothes and I said, "Here, you took them off before we got down the mountain. I have no idea what is wrong with you, but you can speak now. So that is something, at least."
Nothing matters to me. What's gonna kind of trail off dust?
They're stained with blood now.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna keep doing that and not realize that there was blood on them. Is this mine?
Whose blood is this?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I just want to know whose it is. Is it
I don't
mine?
know.
Did I win
Yeah.
at least?
I lost you at some point down the trail last night, and when you came back, you were covered in blood and then immediately took off your robe.
Oh, I can't remember any of that. Thank God, nothing like that happened to me.
Kind of jealous that you remember.
I gestured to Trail Knight to his like nose and face, like
Like I'm like sipping a cup of tea, like to like calm my nerves or whatever.
Yeah, you catch your reflection in the lake.
Yeah, I don't do. Yeah, or like in like the reflection of the tea, and I'm just like, oh,
Oh, I look awful. Haha.
I look horrible.
like bags
Um,
under my eyes. I'm like pissed.
You're pissed.
Shield, what happened? Did we get into a fight and we got knocked out? Don't say that was the case. That would
I wish that was the case. It'd be a hell of a lot easier to explain. We were coming down the mountain, and suddenly you and
Cosmo.
Cosmic Knight over here disappeared. I lost sight of you completely, and I think I might have seen the silhouette of someone. And when I turned all the way around, I finally found the two of you again, but covered in blood, and you didn't say a word.
Yeah, I
Do
don't.
you mean we came all the way down Cosmic's path? See that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can, Cosmo, you can see into the next hex without trouble.
Oh, that is crazy vision.
Yep.
That's what we're dubbing it now. Crazy vision.
It's disorienting.
Activate crazy vision.
It's one.
No.
Sorry, Steve, what?
Dang it. Not the crossbow user getting sniper scope.
Holy!
So true.
Steven, what did you say?
It's Cosmovision, not WandaVision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Har 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 har. Okay. The B team. You arrive in the township the next day, and then the next afternoon comes, and your comrades still have not made it home.
Ghoul's starting to get just a little bit worried, like pacing back and forth in the inn room.
You're not in an inn.
Or the manor.
You would need to introduce yourself to the local manor lord to find a place to stay. It's not nighttime yet, so I'm assuming you haven't introduced yourselves yet.
Okay. We'll go with that.
Yeah, let's introduce ourselves, shall we?
Yeah.
Actually, before we do, I have a request. As someone who is currently devoid of spirit, we're in a town.
Yep.
We should, I imagine, be able to acquire a remedy.
So remedies are uncommon. I wouldn't say that they are easy to come by.
Okay, well, easier than anywhere else.
Agreed. You can request one. The common folk would not have access to this. You can request one at the manor from the manor lord, whoever runs this area, the baron or whoever is in charge here, and they can potentially requisition one for you. But since it is an uncommon item, it may be potentially difficult for them to produce, especially with how haunted the mountains have been recently. And if that is the case, and this is all stuff that you would know, this is not over the table necessarily. If that is the case, you would have to do something in exchange for the manor lord's assistance, but you would get it.
Because to recover spirit, it's a sacrament remedy.
That's right.
And I was reading about it. A sacrament remedy is props for a ritual or performance.
Yep.
And thinking about the Fox Knight specific, how I think I would envision a sacrament performance for the Fox Knight would be like performing like a magic trick, like for
You can also indulge in your passion. That will also restore spirit, lest we forget.
Yeah, but indulging in my passion, unfortunately, is extremely specific.
No, it isn't. It doesn't have any rules. You can literally tell. Yeah, you can literally tell one of your friends, "Hey, could you try to trick me?" and and you elude it because you're smarter.
Okay. Well, the thing is with remedies that. Well, two things. One, okay, I didn't know that. I was thinking of, because the what's it called? The passion was reminding me of Vampire the Masquerade has like a similar system where like whenever a certain thing happens, you recover humanity. Do you remember that?
I think it was willpower or something.
Yeah, it was something like that where it's like, oh, if this thing just chances to happen, you can't like force it to happen, but if it happens,
no, this game ain't like that.
So I thought it was like that, but if I could just say, hey, I wish to indulge in my passion, then that's awesome. That makes that a lot easier.
Well, let me correct you. You don't just say, I would like to indulge in my passion. It's something you still have to set up, right?
But have to go and seek.
Right. So let me reiterate. Your passion, specifically yours, is just to evade being tricked, right? To be smarter than the person trying to trick you. You literally just have to find anybody, even a friend, to try and trick you in some way, and then find a way not to be tricked. It's something. It could be fun, genuinely. Yeah. It could just be like some fun banter between friends.
Yeah,
it's such.
Let the rest of the party know, like, hey, feel free to try and prank me or like try and like get the best of me. It's fun for me, like, and then everyone would like try and do stuff at certain points, and you could be like, aha, I caught you.
Yeah, it could literally just be like a brotherhood bonding experience. It's meant to be lax and it's meant to be vague so that you can kind of experiment with its meaning, and it creates new RP opportunities, really.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
However, remedies, an interesting thing I read is that a single remedy is enough to benefit all company present. So if I followed the remedy path of like hosting, trying to host like a public performance. That would also recover the spirit of war. Cool.
Yeah.
If you're willing to do the favor for the Lord of the Manor of this area, yeah, absolutely, you could do that.
Okay, so it's likely cool.
Yeah.
Did Ghoul and War? How is your spirit? Much, or is it just
Unaffected, I think.
Okay.
My spirit's pretty good. It was affected from a previous thing, and that from when we first tracked the thing down. That's about it.
Okay, well in that case, if I'm the only one affected, then yeah, I'll probably just seek out my passion instead. Then okay, cool.
All things considered, y'all are cruising.
Yeah, right.
Remember when you guys thought that this was going to be the group in the combat and having all the trouble? Gotcha. Gotcha.
Ah, shit, not the cursed mountains.
Go look for the grandma. It'll be fine. No, definitely take all the tough people to the other place, please. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
No, like seriously, what Manti put in there.
It's so true.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Easy adventure, in and out, 20 minutes.
In and out.
Oh.
Like, I come out like relatively unscathed. I'm just pissed.
Yeah, you're just really irritated. You had to use yourself on your horse.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
And then these two went and got themselves cursed.
Yeah, you're cursed.
You got a panther and a golden retriever. Congratulations.
Fucking come back. Hey, how's the mountain? Mountain's haunted.
They don't talk about it.
So, okay, let's go back to the original question. So, it is now afternoon. The other party has not arrived yet. How are you spending your time, B team?
I think we should go up to the the manor, introduce ourselves and all that sort of thing, and explain that we're waiting for some more compatriots to arrive.
Sounds good.
Okay. Who makes the introductions? How do you do it?
I'll sort of lead up all the way up to the manor, and then.
Okay. Continue. Sorry.
Have we heard much about the lord of this place? Like talking to the only people that live here that we've really interacted with has been the people at the, for lack of a better description, the people at the soup kitchen. Is there anything we might have heard about the lordship of the land, like yesterday?
Nobody asked, so I'm gonna say no.
Yeah. Okay.
But you do know that the manor is very strange and very beautiful. It's known as the Pristine Spire. People have been kind of chit-chatting about building a tower dedicated to learning, and you think that that's because this is the blueprint for that. You think whoever lives here is probably very much values their intellect and superiority and mental clarity over all other qualities.
Okay. And do we get the impression that this is like a university town, maybe like a town of learning? Because there was a lot of, in the town center, there was a talk about like learning and stuff.
I wouldn't say it's university. We're not at that point in civilization yet, but people are very, very interested in exchanging information and passing on ideas. And the way that they gain notoriety within their city is based on intellect, where some trade textiles or coin. They trade information and intellectual superiority. The more that you know, the more powerful you are. Which goes to show because the children that you met from the ghetto know very little. Can't read, can't write, don't know how to make food for themselves. It's all completely hoarded by the wealthy elite. Looks at the camera.
Not to say anything about the real world, no.
Glances briefly at the camera knowingly. Winks.
You're wondering how I got to...
How the fuck did I roll a D13? I'm sorry.
D13, what are we doing here?
Non-Euclidean dice, anyone? Yeah, I crit.
Yes.
Ooh, okay, I understand. Okay, so are you guys introducing yourselves? War, you are leading the pack. Tell us what you do.
So I'm gonna lead us straight up to the manor. Are there any guards outside or anything? Or
yes, of course. There are some elite-looking guards. The accessory to be desired in this realm is all things like lariats or tiaras, things that kind of bring attention to the head or to the forehead or to the center of the face. And the guards are kind of wearing these thick silk robes that look like they're almost as hard as steel. They look very flexible, but very delicate. And they're all wearing these lariats, and they each carry these quarterstaffs that seem less immaculate and more sturdy. And they notice your company bearing in, and they immediately announce, Knights Errant presenting to Manor Lord. Let's see what this guy's name is. Lord of the Manor, Wandering Old Coot. Sonaro is this guy's name. And they all, I'll spell it here. Sonaro. And they all kind of realign as you pass them. They spin towards you and kind of like stand to attention, kind of honoring you as you kind of pile through. And several attendants, most of them surprisingly women, all in, again, beautifully embroidered, very elegant looking silks and satins, greet you with a elegant bow. Their hair and lariats finely decorated with gems, jewels. They almost look regal and royal in their own right. Feathers in their hair of strange and exotic birds that you will never encounter, and they smell of incense and herbs that your senses have never experienced. And they part, and between evenly on each side between them is a man who looks rather portly, wearing very, very simple looking purple satin robes, not of the armored sort. They don't seem thick and flexible. They seem just very fashionable, highly decorated, embroidered, but of simple coloration, and he wears nothing extravagant around him or atop him, and he doesn't even wear a lariat. He has a simple jewel in the center of his head, and he says, "Knights errant, welcome to my humble city. I heard tale that you had arrived quite some time ago. I'm surprised it's taken you so long to join me." He's talking to you specifically, Warren.
Yes, I must apologize for that, as we were escorting some children back to the city, and we had our own little quest that we needed to get on with rather quickly. Please forgive us for not making our entrance as we should have done before. We are here right now to humbly ask for just a little bit of comfort while we wait for some more of our compatriots to arrive.
He listens to you, and he steps down these quartz stairs towards you, his accoutrement staying perfectly in place and not daring to take a step near you. They just kind of let him walk towards you. And as he approaches, you notice how rugged and almost like leathery and tanned his skin is. It's this beautiful, rich brown. But it gives off this air of rough elegance, matched with his attire. His voice is like a booming presence, friendly but booming. And you see he twists one of his amethyst rings around some of his thick digits, and he gives you a big smile, and he kind of pats you on the back with one strong arm and says, "Let's get you inside." And turns his back to you and begins to lead the way to the front doors of the night.
Yeah, gonna follow him.
I follow closely.
I'm assuming all of you do, unless you wish to sleep in the street.
No, absolutely not.
Gold would be used to that.
Let's go on.
Right. As you enter, the manor is, again, just this interesting spire. And you realize that the exterior was like almost... The way that I imagine it is like, like ice cream, how it comes out of the machine in like the swirly kind of pattern. I imagine that that's what it looks like, almost like a unicorn's horn on the exterior. Well, the interior matches the exterior to an extent where it begins to kind of twist, and at the far end on the left side of the building, it begins to attain more normalcy. And the normal side kind of leads up these winding stairs that give it its unique shape, that unicorn spiral shape. The area is fairly empty, with the exception of the attendants, who are all welcoming you and carrying your things and taking your horses to the stables, etc., getting you prepared to enter court, and the manor lord beckons you to sit at the dining table. His attendants are all standing kind of around you, in like an honorable way where you would remain seated. They're there to serve you, and the manor lord standing with the servants is very much him giving you a place of high honor. He is saying, you are greater than me. You deserve comfort. Let me serve you, despite being the lord of this place. Mirth. You wished for mirth. I will give you enjoyment. I will grant you deep within my cups aught that you desire. Rest here for the night. You protect the realms after all. It's the least that I could do. His voice is louder and happier than that, but I'm sleepy.
Oh, thank you very
Always a pleasure. I do have a few things to attend to, so I hope you don't mind me leaving you in the helpful presence of my dear servants. And he kind of steps back, and the circle closes inside with him on the outside. And he said, I will make sure that your every need is met, however, and do feel free to impart any one of my servants should anything not be up to satisfaction.
Sure, we'll be greatly satisfied.
Makes a note to be dissatisfied at something.
So, night falls. Finally, for Team G-Spot, it is the afternoon. You wish to press forward into the evening to get to the city, I imagine, right? Okay.
Like,
So we
we're-
would get to the city by evening, right?
Yes, you wouldn't take another clarity loss, thank God.
Yeah, because like being at 0 clarity, like we could rest right now and regain it, right?
Nope. You can only rest at night.
Okay, only rest at night. Okay, cool. Next, yeah, we'll just continue moving on. Well, obviously we'll clean ourselves up first. Like, you know, obviously we'll just use whatever flasks and cloths we have on our person. Make sure we don't go into town looking bloody and whatever.
As the night falls, two of you lose your voices and senses yet again. But one of
Probably
you
like
one of you remains in control. Manty, why don't you tell us how you corral your friends into the town? Pissed off, shaggy, no sleep, clarity 0,
The
stinky.
so as we approach the town, there's distant shouting of me trying to corral, of Shield trying to corral his companions. Like, no, get this way. God. And it's I feel mostly with Cosmic Knight, Shell Knight is following me very nicely.
Yeah,
As he did on the
I am following orders. Yeah.
Are we all like on our horses? I imagine now.
Well, we're probably dogs don't ride horses.
Yeah, one of you is on your horse. The other two, it may be give and take.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so as
apologize. This is not a horse. This is not a horse me night. Or 4.
Yeah, you're on 4.
so yeah, just grumpy as all hell, shouting, trying to get Cosmic Knight to fall in line with us as we enter the town.
Do you leash your fellow knights?
At least Cosmic.
Oh shit! He just called you a bottom.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm just like, God damn it. I've had enough. Keep going on your own.
Nope, this entire interaction has now unfolded into when you put a cat on a leash for the first time.
Amazing.
Just dead weight on the ground now. Like, no.
Like, you're being dragged along by, like, my horse isn't, like, minded. He's just trotting.
Yeah.
You're just like...
Your horse is as sick of this shit as you are. In fact, can you roll spirit for your horse, please?
Your horse is more sick of it than you are.
Roll a spirit save for your horse.
Oh no! It has such a low spirit.
Let's see it. Does he lose spirit?
Yeah. It's
all right.
4.
Yeah.
Lose 1 spirit. Your horse is just so tired. He's being such a good boy too.
Yes, I'm gonna give him so many apples.
Oat cakes,
Whatever he
carrots,
wants.
whatever he wants. Beautiful. All right. So, that's what you do. And finally, as evening falls and night prowls on, you are able to meet your fellow knights at the manor. You are not aware that they have sought out the manor lords. You were just in town. So, Manti, you are the only one who is of right mind at the moment. What is your first move, realizing you have no idea where your friends are?
Do I, character knowledge, do I know about, like, the manor lord in the town? With my, I decide, with said knights not being any use right now, I'll make the executive decision to approach the manor to introduce myself to the manor lord if he is there in the evening, without knowing that my fellow knight.
Okay. Yes, you bring yourself to the homestead of the manor lord, who you are told is at rest, but you are hushed and welcomed into the fold with your other fellow knights. Some of you are rushed to the baths, but everybody can consider themselves healed in their vigor, because you are experiencing warm hospitality. Yeah. So there you go.
Still at 0 clarity over there.
Yeah, we need to get back to that seer for his guidance.
Shield Knight.
Yes.
You are in the company of your other knights. Everybody's kind of in the lounge or the entertainment room just before everybody's ready to go to bed. That's when they see you. Do you tell anybody about what you saw on the mountain?
I walk over to Fox Knight and I put my hand on his shoulder and say, "Brother, how did you
Yes.
beat us here?"
Oh, well, we popped out and we fed the meat to the beast and came back. It was simple, really.
Oh, well.
It was a really nice trick. Good show. It might have been a touch too, but you should ask the others about it. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
No, it's just, and I'm specifically talking to Fox Knight, but I'm saying it out loud. I could have sworn I saw you on the mountain with, or not us, but that's the silhouette of you. It was
Of me? No, I was with the others. I mean,
Yeah,
I can, dash around, but not all the way out there. No, busy being chased by the massive creature. Oh, that thing was huge. You should have seen it. He's still like a little bit pale from still not fully recovered from running away from that thing.
Something.
as
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna say, as I hear his words of him saying like that he wasn't there, I also get pale and like just have a shocked and confused look on my face.
Pause for a second before you respond, Sparrow. Something cuts through the night like a hidden blade. You are sitting in this kind of casual entertainment room where typically you guys would be shaking dice or putting your feet up on these comfortable cushions, relaxing for the evening. There is a fireplace that flickers and dies like that, and that's when the wind picks up.
Oh no.
I instantly draw my dagger.
The howling through the rocks, the whistling begins to grow. The howling stops sounding like one specific beast and starts sounding like a handful of, then 2 handfuls, then over 100, as you realize that this noise followed you from the peak of the mountain with great interest. Those of you with the curse of the hound within, feel comfort and relief and are not affected by this.
Hopefully.
The shadows seem to grow. It is like you hear the snapping of jaws and the drooling of open maws, the laughing of jackals, and the sound of padded feet against the wood of the floor as this darkness seems to dance around you like a circle of daggers. And let's see what happens here. Okay.
That noise.
Okay. From inside of the fireplace, this great beast begins to grow. First, the form of a furry orb. Then it, almost as if it were a man standing up, you see this shadowy form stand erect on 2 legs, 2 human-like arms. Where the fingers are, it's almost as if there are serrated daggers erected from within. You see this creature reach into its chest, and you hear the guttural screams of this human pulling its flesh and tendons away from its body as a howling, shadowy beast emerges, 10 feet tall, a wiry fur, muscular, high. And I am going to roll a surprise round.
Oh no.
That means I attack first, Smile.
Okay, never mind. I was about to ask. Oh wait, is this just the prey seer paying us a visit? But no, it's
No.
different.
I fear.
Are we the cursed ones? Are we going to be like involved in this fight? Or are we just going to be sort of sitting this one out because obviously we're under its curse?
You are under its curse. You are unable to. Well, okay. Here's what it's going to do. Typically, those who have the Hound within, they're like lulled by this. So this would be like something you wouldn't be involved in. I would think as a character. You do have the option of involving yourself in the fight, but you will be ignored by the Hound in Shadow. So it's up to you. It's like, do you have enough sense of mind in character to interject in this or not?
Absolutely not. I have zero clarity.
It's up to you.
I am zonked the fuck out.
That's.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you first, Sharky.
Yeah, no, not going to interject. In totally being pet. I'm curled up somewhere just watching this.
I think that is an excellent place for us to leave it for the night. I fear.
I fear.
I fear.
There's a lot of fear going on.
Oh my god.
This interesting creature thought that you were intriguing and followed you down the mountain.
Wow, I hate that.
Well, myths get worse and worse the more that you ignore them / don't resolve them. So everything, there's quite a few myths around this realm. Anything that hasn't been resolved will only get worse as time goes on. Something to consider.
That was
Fuck
something
out
I
of
was
this,
trying to
man.
work because I was just like, all right, we accomplished. Oh, then so much more happened. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20-minute adventure, in and out. Suffering builds
I think it's funny
character.
to
Suffering builds
consider
character.
B team went in, literally was 20-minute adventure in and out sort of thing.
Yeah. I am so glad all of the muscle men went to the B team. That was so good for me. I was like, yes, do it. Do it.
Do it.
Anyway, that was really fun. Did you guys enjoy today's session?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Sorry it was shorter for you, Mandy. Sounds like you had a rough night.
It's alright.
Any feedback from today's session?
I just loved everything, man.
I don't think Group B really found out what happened to Grandma. All we know is they came back traumatized. We can assume.
Yeah, everything kind of.
you came back.
Nancy never told us what happened.
Yeah, no, because I started to tell Fox Knight what I saw, and then just boom, horrors beyond our comprehension appear.
Beautiful.
I mean, you could definitely
Fucking
see
foggy walls come up in the manor. Why do I hear boss music?
I mean, you could definitely see Cosmo being leashed and walking in on all fours, and me being also completely silent. You could probably tell something was going on.
I went to the bathroom real quick. Cosmo's on a leash now?
Cosmo is on a leash, being walked in by Shield Knight, and Cosmo's on all fours. He's also did he take off his robe again? Is he also naked again? Basically, yeah. He's naked and on a leash, and Shield Knight is holding the leash.
The servants are like, this is some weird night shit that I am not privy to.
The servants are looking at me, and I'm just
It's
bags under my eyes. I walk in like this,
Trail Knight has is once again nuzzling his arm, so it's he has two knights.
Yeah, Manty.
Did they do that before I joined the party, or is this a new thing? Were they always like that?
Do not forget that I am 6'5", 6'6" height area.
Yeah, it's a big panther.
Dragged around.
Trail Knight is now going to be
I
known
by a
locally
knight
as
a
Kinky
foot
Knight.
shorter than you.
Yeah.
The Trail Knight is now canonically known locally as the Kinky Knight.
No, it's the Shield Knight. That's the one that's got both of us on a leash, basically.
The Daddy Knight.
Yeah, that's his new name.
Ooh.
Daddy Knight.
No!
Screw the Shield Knight. He's the Daddy Knight.
It's also hilarious because due to Z/curse,
yeah.
I I cannot spirit back. I have to tell somebody about the stars in the sky at nighttime to restore spirit.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yep.
Maybe if we kill this horrible monstrosity, that might get rid of the curse, right?
Yeah, that's not
Hope
curse,
maybe
right?
smile.
Yeah.
Maybe smile.
You could for sure kill the wind. Yeah.
We're gonna kill the wind.
I mean, this is one of those
The trade-off
games.
is, though, it's like the trade-off is using the godly zoom.
Yep.
Yeah, you become much better
Yeah.
during the day and much worse during the night, which makes sense for the curse.
Well, I love how this started off. You guys like, let's go look for the relic, and then you just like went one place, and there's like one quest, and there's another quest, and there's another quest. It's like a real RPG. It's fun.
It's so good. We're doing so many side
Yeah.
quests.
Things are just happening to you, and they're all reaching their most natural conclusion, and I'm really feeling it.
So good. I'm so glad that I didn't do what I usually do on Fridays. Like I usually have Friday plans, but I'm so glad that I did this instead.
I am too. I'm so glad to see you
We're glad to
again.
have you.
We need more of this. This needs to be a weekly thing, please.
Yeah, I would love that, but Argus isn't able to join us weekly, so and I don't want to leave him out.
Yeah.
So the next time that we will be able to play won't probably be until like the 16th, which is not next week, but the week after, I'm pretty sure.
16th?
I think so. I'll check what he said here.
16th of next
Let me see what he said. Hold on.
That'll be the 26th.
and 26 will be
Yeah, because the 16th is.
Oh, he's the 16th. Oh, wait, shit. What did he say? Hold on. I really did forgore.
I fear.
I fear. Okay, I don't know. I will keep you appraised of when the next session is. It probably won't be next week because Argus is missing, but we'll see how he feels. We might be able to run without him. I don't know. Having all 16 people there every single session does seem like a lot, though.
yeah.
Go ahead, sorry, Minty.
For this. Oh, where is it? It's just like Banner Knight's gonna come walking in. It's just-
Yeah.
He has no idea what's
Yeah.
I apologize. I'm horrible with names even in real life, so I was trying to say Shield Knight when I accidentally said Banner Knight, and I'm like, no.
Lamau.
Shield Knight. Wait, no, Banner. Shield Knight. No, wait, Banner.
It sounds like
You're fine,
you
though.
guys all had a good time, and I'm doing a good job, right? Do I get any praise or what?
Thank you so much.
Can I get some praise in chat or what? Shit.
God, you deserve all.
Because you asked for it, I'm not going to give it.
Well, you die a terrible and painful death, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Is it,
I fear.
is it IRL?
I fear.
Is it IRL? Please say IRL.
No.
That doesn't sound very clarity of mind of you. Clarity.
Exclamation point praise.
Thank you, Dungeon Thank you, Dungeon.
Dungeon Mistress, yes, thank you, Dungeon
Dungeon
Mistress. Mhm.
Hey, you're welcome.
I came in grumpy as hell, and I'm in such a good mood now. So
Good. I'm so glad. Okay, I feel like we have a really good group together. We'll see how we're doing next week. If we're able to run, I will let you know as far ahead of time as I can. And if not, I will alert you of that as
I
well.
will be there whenever it is.
sounds good.
Yes.
All right. Okay, love you. Mean it. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.